This is how we be the sister. You're asking Dabbler eyes. But how about we be? Why waffle?
Hacka!
Has your son ever queefed in your face? Queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face? Queefed in your face? Has your son ever queefed in your face?
Following program is of adult nature and may be inappropriate for persons under the age of 18.
The following program is a adult nature. May not be suitable for some of my friends.
It's time for BeDabblin Live.
When you wanna know who's got the show, his friends ain't talking potato. You can call him on the phone. He lives across from Home Depot. One Dabbler Live with Ellery Blake. 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 Start right now.
Greetings, dabblers, and welcome to a very special BeDabblin Live. I am your host, 16-year-old YouTube sensation, broadcasting from his mother's basement high above the Rocky Mountains. My name is El Harible, father to the homosexual, beloved leader of the trans community. Why would my kids being gay be an issue, John? I would love them and cherish them, just as if they were normal people. One day the gays are gonna outrank the humans. I believe that's what Daniel Carver said one day, or Artie Lang, one or the other. Hello. So, last night I was up until 2 a.m. trying to get the super tip thing going with Moody and Melton. And we actually do have some, but we still have to get the bugs worked out on this. So I don't think we're going to promote the super tip today. There's still some things we have to do, but we do have a couple of them, which I will play a little later. But yeah, don't... if you know the address to the super tip thing, they'll go through and they'll be in a queue and I can play them anytime I want. But right now it's not working out with StreamYard, or I guess it's working out with StreamYard, but there's something weird with my computer configuration. So we have to figure that out. I have no voice. Yes, Nambla.com. Please go there. I have no voice, and it's not from Atlantic City. It's just from doing 2 hours of Gino on Tuesday. So please pardon me. I was going to try and do a Tookie thing later, but I can't. I got to try and do Tookie later for WATP, but I can't. It's like I was trying to go, wow, I can't do it. I can't do Tookie. It's like Tookie's being strangled.
Finally.
Yes, that voice you hear is Cardiff Electric, and my co-host, Amy Schumer. You should have wrote your name as Amy Schumer.
I should have.
Yes.
Hey, your
Hello,
voice is
Amy.
kind of sound like me a little bit.
I sound like shit.
Yes.
It's garbage. But yes, the second hour of the show, the great Gino Bisconte will be with us. I got to send him a link. Someone remind me.
No one ever.
Or don't remind me. I'm sure plenty of people would be like, it's fine. Don't remind him. But around 11 o'clock, we're going to give Gino the link, have him pop on, see what's going on there. I'm going to do Gino's show for a little bit today. I'm going to try and do Carl's show for a little bit today. So I have a full day. I kind of just wanted to get into a little bit of the AC stuff. I know we've milked it to fucking death, but I haven't done really a show with you guys, first of all. And I missed you guys. I wish you guys were there in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I wish I was there too.
Shut up. It was a blast, man. It really was. Just being around everyone, all the chatters, the listeners, Flimsy Greenberg, Mario Movie Star Fingernails, Melton, and Sean were the first 4 people I met, followed by Tio Hank, who is a hilarious Gindaloon. He's hilarious, man. All of them, they're so fucking funny. All the people who listen and watch this shit. So.
Did you get a chance to hang out with beloved Chatter?
Well, I mean, he was always around. I wouldn't say we hung out. I mean, I hung out with everybody, but yes, he's another great guy, really funny guy. Everyone's tall and everyone's big, which made John and like Vince and everyone else look incredibly small. I only saw Chad that one moment where he walked by the bar and we yelled his name and he ignored us. Other than that, I never saw Chad. Vince, I only saw, we were actually eating dinner and Vince was walking by himself. And I said, hey, there's Vince. And we all looked at him and we were observing him like it was the zoo, but he didn't know we were there. So I never got to see Vince because on Saturday, I really didn't want to make myself known to people who didn't know me. So Saturday, I was just kind of hanging out as one of the Melton group. Like I was just another, chatter.
Right.
To the point where John got in Melton's face again on Saturday and said, Melton, you gonna apologize? And he kind of looked at me like, I think I know who you are. But he didn't. He didn't say anything. I got through all of Saturday without, anyone who didn't know who I was, knowing who I was. And then Sunday was when I just went all out. And I know a lot of people are like, no, why did you take the mask off? Why did you film? You showed your face.
Most people are saying that.
It was so worth it. It was so worth it. You have no idea. It was so worth it.
That, I have to say, your question to John, your stuttering John style question to John, has your son ever queefed in your face? I want to say that was peak Dabbleverse.
Legendary.
It was perfect. It was like, it was a religious experience when you sent me that.
Thank you.
Honestly, everything else at AC looked like horseshit. But that was the moment. All of it was worth it.
It was.
So much so where I questioned staying in the Dabbleverse. Like that could be it. Like that was
the mic drop moment.
I've seen it all. That's it. And I said, you know what? Lent is coming up.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll give up stuttering John for Lent. And then John goes on his show and says it's okay to trash his kids.
I know.
And then I'm like, is this the Lord testing my Lenten promise? Is this the Lord saying, let's see what you're made of, Cardiff? I was on Point Dabble Point yesterday, so I've already given up my Lent promise to not talk about stuttering, to give up on stuttering John. I'm back in. But no, congratulations. That's all I have to say is congratulations.
Thank you. I really didn't know if I was ever going to get my opportunity, because once John had the episode on Thursday night, Friday night? Was it Friday night with Melton and the
I think it was Friday. Group? Yeah.
Once they had that episode, like security was on us the whole time. Like, and that's the thing, we never left. The B bar was like the rendezvous point. That was ground zero where everyone just went. It was like if you got split up from your group, just go to the B bar and you'll be reunited at some point.
Did you have other questions, or was that the one you were going with? Or
I had other questions. Yeah, I had other questions that people had sent me, and but I also thought there was going to be an opportunity where we were all we're going to play poker together or something. I just really thought there was going to be something like that, but no one really wanted to gamble.
Could you even do that though in a casino? Like, just we want this. Like, I mean, you got to get drawn for a table, no?
Well, if you have enough people and they
can get
have
your own
extra
table?
dealers, they
Oh,
will
okay.
they'll do it for you. Now, the fact that it was Super Bowl weekend, I don't know if that worked against us or for us because there were more people there, but so maybe they had some extra dealers or maybe they were just too busy, but we never tried because I was the only one who kept. Well, there were some other people who were trying to get a poker game going at some point, but just hanging out and bullshitting was like enough for everyone. Like it was just like it was
Well,
really crazy.
yeah, I know. I guess it seems. Again, I think what's unearthed from the Hackverse and Dabbleverse is there is a lot of works, as
Well,
people like to say out there. But maybe AC again is another work. Like that's a Kevin Brennan. This is what men do. Men go
Right.
to Atlantic City on the Super Bowl and gamble and fuck whores and drink. Like, and what did he do the whole time? He sat in his room, fucking drinking Kool-Aid and playing solitaire. I don't know. Like,
well, that's what's crazy is like Kevin, I don't think was there very long because we had gotten word before the I guess it was before the comedy show that Kevin was in the poker room and T.O. Hank wanted to bring me and Jason Bentley over there to say hi to Kevin. So I was like, okay. So he took us over to the poker room and he shows us Kevin's table and Kevin's not there. He's the only one not at his seat. So T.O. Hank was like, hey, where's that guy? And they're like, oh, I think he went to the bathroom. So we hung out for like 5 minutes and he's not coming back. And I'm like, Hank, I'm not gonna stick around. Like, I feel like he's gonna we're literally just waiting right by his empty seat. Me, Jason Bentley, and T.O. Hank, like all three big guys. Literally. So when Kevin came back, you would just see these three big guys like waiting for him. So I was like, you know what? If Kevin's taking a dump or whatever he's doing, I'm sure
to be
he's
fair,
not,
it takes a long time at his age.
sure, but
Number one or number two, it's going to be a while.
right. But at this point, he'd never see my face. I never introduced myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave. When Kevin wants to come hang out, I'll say hi and whatever. And I think that was the right move. It turned out Kevin was downstairs getting pizza or something. He was getting some kind of food because then a couple minutes later, he literally made an entrance from the poker room area over to the B bar. He was eating his pizza, carrying a box, and he ran into John's group first. And he kept giving them the finger, going, fuck you. And to the point where it was almost like, I thought I saw Vince the lawyer reach over the bar, like the barricade or the handle. There was like a rail that goes around the bar.
Right.
And I thought they were in a fight or something. And then I think he was just like, I'm fucking kidding. Because then everything was good. It seemed like they were joking around. And then Kevin started making his way towards where I was. And I was going to go and shake his hand. But he kept going, you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. Like, fuck you. You don't want all of this. I still don't know to this day what. I guess he was just fucking around. But someone was like, oh, go introduce yourself to Kevin. So I started walking up to Kevin and a security guard came in between us and put his hand on my chest and was like, not now. And I was like, what? I was like, did Kevin really bring his own security? It turned out it was just like a Borgata security guy. But because of all the stuff that had happened the prior night, they didn't know if something was about to go down again. So then I went up and did the show at Melton and we did all that. And during that, 90-minute period, literally we were down at that bar 22 and a half hours a day. It was just that 90 minutes we went upstairs to update everyone. And of course, that's when Kevin and Bob,
when all the shit went down,
get into the rumble at the Borgata. Yeah.
Carl has a third angle he's going to unveil on WATP today.
That's what I heard. And Tookie is going to do his best to be on during that. Even though, again, I'm of no help for that, really. I wasn't there. I missed all that.
Bring the jokes, Tookster.
Yes. We'll bring jokes. And just, I figured if they have any questions about just anything, since I was actually there, I would hop on and ask them. But yeah, as far as the questions for John, I did have a bunch of questions. But since we weren't in a situation where we were just hanging out and I could ask a bunch of questions, I knew I only had really one shot. So Sunday, like I said, I was walking around like Gino. And I had already posted a picture of myself as Gino. So I pretty much gave myself up. Sure, I had sunglasses, but you could still pretty much figure out what I look like.
Right.
So I did that on Sunday. And
Was that a fan's question, or did you come up with that one?
Oh, I came up with that one. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
I use that one. There were a bunch, and thank you for all the questions. You all had great questions, but I knew that was going to be the question I wanted to ask if I only had one chance to ask a question. So,
And you called your shot with that one.
yes,
Like, you put that one out there. This is the one I want to ask. Like,
I had mentioned that. Yeah,
John
I
should have known it was coming.
Right. I mentioned that on a bunch of You're right. You're right. I did.
It's like if Stuttering John was on the Howard Stern show saying, "I'm going to ask Ted Williams today."
Yes, Ted Williams should have been prepared. Right. Exactly. So, so I was dressed up like Gino by the B bar, and I'm on the casino floor, and John is higher up in the bar, and he's just walking. He looks over and he sees me. He's like, "Hey, Tookie. Hey, Tookie." So I'm just going, "John, come give Daddy a hug. Come on, come give me a hug, big guy." And he's just like, "Don't trash my kids. Trash my kids." That's all he had to say. And yeah, man, John has a permanent gray filter to him or something. Like what you see on the webcam, I mean, it's not that far off. It's very odd.
Is it like Pigpen? Like he's just got an aura of
kind of
dirt
but
around
it's
him?
like it's almost like someone just took the saturation level and brought it down about a third. Like he just looks pale and gaunt and just so tiny. I mean, so tiny. Like it's adorable. Like how tiny this man is.
Yes, right.
Riles is called death. Yes. But again, if you want to call in, if you have any questions, I don't think Dr. Steve is there. Dr. Steve is supposed to be our call screener, but
it's a strike 2, Doc.
Yes, it's telling me that he's not there. But if you want to give us a call, 866-543-6854 or Tookie 6854. I'll answer any questions you have about AC. I mean, I know that everyone's done this to death, but like I said, I haven't done a show with you guys as myself. And I don't know. There's just every time I think about AC, something else pops up. So yeah, we did the show Saturday night. We got the recording of John in the Uber, and then we got the recording of which was garbage. We'll ask Gino more about that.
I do have to say, I still feel ripped off because all this was supposed to be March 10th in Rochester.
I know.
That fucker screwed me.
It's so stupid though, too. And I think John probably sees that because, man, like he got so much attention just being there as a guy being at a thing. So if he was actually like performing and the show was about him, it would have been a good weekend for John because, you know, I do think that in his own twisted way, John probably had one of the best weekends out of all of us. I mean, seriously, every time I go to these live events, it just keeps getting better for me. But I also do that, you know, I go out there and I make it happen. I make shit happen every time. But yeah, like I'm going to keep going to these live events because it's just so much fucking fun to hang out. And I definitely encourage everyone to get tickets. WATP Live for March 22nd in Largo, Florida, and Hackamania. Hackamania is going to be insane. If AC is just a fraction of what Hackamania is, I can't even imagine what we're gonna, the stories that will come out of Las Vegas at Hackamania. Because man, like I said, like if you actually added events to AC, it would have been mind blowing. But the fact that we had no plans, all you had to do was hang out and observe people. It was just fucking. It was Yenta Central. That's all it was. It was a big Yenta convention in AC. That's all it was. But again, the time of my life. And thank you everyone for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I miss it. I want to go back. It was hard to come back to the real world. People treated you like a minor celebrity, Cardiff.
Yeah, see, without you doing that to John and the sun queefing in your face question, I don't know if it, you know, I wasn't there, obviously,
right,
but I don't know if it would have been a success in my eyes as far as
I don't know. You're right. But I think if you're there, it was different.
Yeah.
I think because, the other thing is we really did want to stream from the casino. Like we planned on streaming a lot of it. And we were just told, like, if we catch anyone recording anymore, you will be thrown out. So we didn't. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, first time caller. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Who are you?
Big fan. Love the show. I wish we would have met in AC.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there. I didn't get to meet you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, you should have just asked around. Where's Tookie? Someone would have pointed you towards me. But are you going to any other live events?
I don't know. I might one in Florida.
Very cool. Well, come say hi then. What did you do in AC? How long were you there? How could I not have seen you?
I was just there on Saturday, and I left Sunday because I went to a Super Bowl party.
Oh, is this Chad?
Who?
Is this Chad Zumach? This is the Mud Shark. Mud
I
Shark.
don't know what you're talking about.
Mud Shark, tell us, what are you doing? You drinking? This is Chad.
I
No,
know.
man, just watching the show. 10 o'clock in the morning.
What's in the show?
That's fantastic. Are you taking notes?
Yeah, I have a whole spread here. I'm taking notes.
Chad, about 2 hours before the show, you walked by the B bar and we all yelled your name. Are you going to stick with the story that you did not hear us yell Chad Zumach, Mud Shark?
Dude, I swear to God, I did not hear you. I swear to God.
All right. Well, we all did yell your name.
I'll take that. I'll take that to the grave. So, is that true? Or are you guys lying?
No, we're not lying. Yes, it's very true. We saw you walk by and we all yelled, Chad, Mud Shark, Mud Shark. And you just kept going. What are you doing? Are you doing dishes? Or are you collecting bottles to deposit?
No, I'm actually doing dishes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look at this. BeDabblin Live,
Yeah,
the show that Chad Zumach does the dishes to.
Are you a sponge guy or are you a washcloth? What's a...
I got a sponge.
That's fantastic.
Breaking news.
Chad and I have been talking on Instagram. So, Chad, the offer's off the table for Hackamania. You know that, right?
I know. It's sad.
Well,
it's so sad.
Are you going to, I mean, if you want to do it for a regular plane ticket and $500 and a hotel.
No, it's with all due respect, it's going to be a terrible event.
It's not.
It's not
really
cool.
not.
Ray DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like who's paying money to see Ray and they're like nobodies.
But it's an entire 3-day event though, where people are flying in. It's not just the performers. That's what I'm saying. Like this weekend was great because of all the listeners who came out and hung out. At least for me. I mean, we were having a ball.
No, I had a blast too. I had a great time too. I know I didn't get a chance to meet you, but it was fun. It was a good time.
No, yeah. I did not get a chance to meet Chad. Chad, was there a rule at Jim Florentine's house that you couldn't wear shoes inside?
No. Was that like a thing going on now?
No. I was just curious.
It will be in a second.
It will be later. We have a special segment. We have a new segment premiering today called Dabbler Gossip. So what it is basically we get gossip from listeners and people, and we report it here as kind of blind items. And we're going to premiere that later. But someone told me that Jim Florentine had a no shoes rule at his house.
No, everyone was doing. It's like whatever you want to do. It was great. And contrary to Mike Morris is a good hang. He's fun to talk to.
What?
Did I lose you?
No.
Oh, I thought I lost you.
You just left us all in shock and awe.
No, Mike Morris is a fun hang. He's a good guy to talk to.
I'll take your word on that. Chad, some people have been saying that maybe this weekend was a wake-up call, and now you're actually asking people for help. Are you going for help with your drinking? It seems like more and more you might be open to the possibility of maybe detoxing or something like that. I've been hearing.
My whole thing with the drinking, why aren't you guys concerned about Ray DeVito and Kevin Brennan on Saturdays? Like, Ray DeVito drinks every single night.
Yeah, but I mean, Ray DeVito's a lost cause. We're saying there's something there with you, Zumach. There's still some, saving that we could do.
So hold on. What Chad is saying is we have to wait until he's the absolute worst alcoholic in the world before he gets out. He's waiting until he's hit the bottom of all the alcohol. How about you just go ahead and get some help now, Chad? You're the one. You're the one that's
the last 2 days.
Well, that's fantastic.
So just meth, right?
I mean, no, I've never done drugs. You know that.
Yes, not even coffee. We know.
All right. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Chad. Was there anything else you wanted to add about the AC weekend?
No, I thought it would have been cool to meet you, but unfortunately, this didn't happen. I swear to God, I didn't hear you say my name.
But then I came down after the Melton show and everyone was hanging out and you weren't down there. But no, I was trying to, at least say hi at some point. Vaping Dago is saying you're drunk now. How do you answer those allegations, Chad?
Does it sound like I'm drunk?
No, I would say you're not drunk, especially if you're doing the dishes. I don't think a drunk is going to go, oh, I got to do the dishes.
Yeah, I'm tidying up, like I'm cleaning up the house.
That's fantastic. Everyone, go follow and subscribe to @SitDownZumach. Can we expect a Kumia's Cucks today?
I don't know. I'm lazy. I know I am.
Yes, we know. All right. Well,
I'd rather just call into your show. This is my show today. Your show.
All right. Well, yeah. Call in anytime. It was a pleasure to have you, Chad. And we'll meet on the next one. Are you going to be in Largo, Florida?
God bless all. I think I'm with Swartzen then, but I'm going to try to make it if I'm not.
All right. Well, it'll be exciting to see you. And
don't try too hard.
Don't try too. But thank you, Chad. I appreciate you calling in, man.
God bless.
God bless. The Z-Man, the Mud Shark, Chad Zumach.
Is he talking with Joey C?
That's so funny. I just realized,
religious man.
As I'm talking to him, I'm like, wait a minute, this is fucking Chad. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, even after you said Chad, I still didn't think it was Chad.
No, yeah,
like, it is Chad. I thought it was a really good Chad impression though. After,
yeah, no, I was like, holy shit, this is young Chad Zumach. So thank you for calling in, Chad. And yeah, I really I wish I could have seen or met Chad in person, but yeah, it just didn't work out that way. All right, so now we were talking about the super tip system.
Yes.
I don't have a link right now because it's not working exactly how we want, but we did actually get some super tips. So I'm just going to play the ones we got. This is from Moody.
Welcome to your stream, Tookie. So proud to have you be part of the super tip community.
Thank you, Moody. It was fantastic being on a call or live stream with you. Or a StreamYard thing, trying to figure out all this last night with Melton. We were up until fucking 2:00 in the morning trying to get this figured out. But it's not exactly where it has to be on my end. This is not, this is some kind of figuration with mine. And because I use StreamYard, we're trying to figure it out. But here's a AI super chat or super tip, excuse me. I got to remember to say that. Peter Skywalker sent one in.
I'm a celebrity. I'm Stuttering John from the Howard Stern Show. You trashed my transgender adult children. Apologize to me.
Pat Dixon, I will funk you up. We are doing it. Whoa.
Peter Sky Parker was another fantastic guy to meet. So Peter Sky Parker was in the video on Friday of Melton and his crew getting involved with John. And then Peter Sky Parker was gone the entire Saturday. People didn't know if he was dead. He didn't show up one time, but as far as we knew, he was still in his room. And apparently he had partied so hard on Friday, he needed all of Saturday to recover. I did get to see him on Super Bowl Sunday. Really awesome, dude. So much fun, all these people. Here is another one from Anonymous.
Please, God, please punish Rocco by making his children gay.
Save it for the roast.
I roasted Howard Stern. I'm not roasting Ray fucking DeVito unless I get paid $30,500.
Where did I put that sandwich?
I too would like a sandwich.
These are awesome. So right now, Patrick's only given me Joey C, Ray, Chad, Stuttering John, and Tookie. We're going to add some voices that are specific to our show. So we're going to have Wendy. We're going to have Boss Man Jack, Tony Chase, and I think I said one other, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, we're going to try. Oh, Wendy. Yeah, I think I did say Wendy. Maybe CB Walker. We could do CB Walker. But yeah, that technology is awesome. So thank you to Moody and Melton for letting us try it out.
Can you do me a favor? Just avoid all the bouncing graphics.
The bouncing graphics?
Here. All the explosions of stickers.
Oh, yeah. No, that doesn't have anything to do with this.
Okay,
no,
good.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Here's one from Ian Hawk.
I love ep065
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't listen to NLO, for whatever reason, their Tookie is like demonic. I gave them 10 minutes of Tookie reading a Little Mermaid book, and this is what has come out of it. What the text actually says for people who are listening and not watching is, what the fuck? I don't have Skype. I love Ian Hawk. He is the best in the world. Sub to based pill. That's all it says. Tookie says, I love Ian Hawk. He's the best in the world. Sub to base pill. So now I'm going to start it over. Or wait, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Hold on. And this is what Tookie says when you write that.
I love ep065 is the best in the world. Dessa favor fortsätter leisure där på passar bäst för wide so
Ian Hawk, he is the devil.
It's like a retarded
Man is the bane of my
Spanish
existence.
person speaking Mandarin.
Story, no.
I love ep065.
All right, I'm going to shut it off because I hit it twice. What were you saying?
So it sounds like a retarded Spanish person speaking Mandarin.
Yeah, it doesn't. It makes no sense, but it's hilarious. So we are working on getting that so that the chats will actually be overlaid onto me. I learned about OBS and virtual camera, and we're trying that. But for whatever reason, when we did that, you couldn't hear the audio. So thank you all for trying it out with us. We'll definitely hold on to those, and we'll play those again once we get everything running. Oh, wait, there's another one now. That's funny. Now people are doing. Well, this is
Nambla.com, everybody. Nambla.com.
Nambla.com, exactly. I forgot. We also have just text.
Just text.
Well, like you don't have to do the AI. You could do just like a text that we can read. So hold on one second. But the problem is like I have to share the screen. Like it's not working great right now as far as my setup. And again, it's not Moody's or Melton's fault. It's my fault. But like, here. So John's neglected cat for thank you for the $3. We're doing it. So just like regular super chats, people can just write text. I have another one somewhere from Moody, and here's a text message. So you could do either text or you could do the AI. The AI is obviously a lot more fun. You get 2 different voices for $5, and then every voice after that is $2.50. They take like literally nothing compared to YouTube and Apple. Like, and for creators, you can also get your money the same day, which is amazing. So everyone's going to be using this. We're going to have all your credit card information. I mean, no one has any of your credit card information. That's what people are worried. They think like Melton and Moody are going to be on the beach in New Zealand, like, cracking fucking pina coladas. Like, we did it. We got the credit card information of 2,000 idiots. I don't know. It's a long grift. Who knows? All right, let's take a call.
Hold on, before you take a call, can we have a no Michael Gavinelli policy just today?
I don't know if I have call screening on. That's what Dr. Steve was for. Anonymous, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Spider, what's happening, man?
Nothing.
How are you? How was your weekend? How'd you like the Super Bowl?
Yeah, Chiefs won.
Chiefs did win. I had San Francisco in the under, and I was already spending the under money by halftime. And wouldn't you know, Kansas City in the over hit. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Spider.
Thank you, Spider.
Thank you, Spider Alamar. I always want to
Captivating.
call Spider Harrison for some reason, who was a DJ on Sirius. 801, you are on the air.
Yeah.
Yo.
F, Mary, kill, Ray, Stut, Joe, or Chad.
F, Mary, kill, Ray, Stut, Joe, or Chad. Well, Chad does the dishes, so I'm marrying Chad.
I think he was really doing the dishes. It sounded like he was making a drink.
It sounded like he was collecting bottles.
He was rinsing his Jimmy Buffett blender.
Right?
he's trying to make some morning margaritas.
I'd probably fuck Ray because Ray would just be an obedient fuck doll after a while and kill Stuttering John. So there you go. There's my answer. I actually had a real answer. Why? Do you have something different?
Well, I don't know. Someone posed a similar one on Point Dabble Point yesterday, and Shuli got all up in Stuttering John's ass, hemorrhoids and all.
So, see, I'd marry John because he's probably going to die soon, so you wouldn't have to live with him too long.
Yeah, but you're not getting anything. You know what I mean?
What are you going to get from Chad or Ray?
You're right.
You're going to be responsible for his arrears and child support as his husband.
I would fuck new holes into Ray. I would just keep fucking Ray until literally make new holes into him. That's disgusting. 915, you're on the air.
¡Ese mi pinche el frajo! ¡Y mi puro jugo de naranjas! ¡Y mi papas fritas! ¡Yo, yo, yo!
Yo, yo, yo!
¡The gringos are falling from the sky!
Mexican cupcake?
Los Dientes del Niños. What's up, man?
So, what does John smell like? You guys are talking about being around him so much. I was wondering, what's the odor like?
It was just booze. It was just booze. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know I was saying that he was smelly, but I don't know. There was just smells all over the air. Quite honestly, like it was very crowded at that B bar, especially on Sunday. It was very hot when he took the picture. So it could have been him. It could have been anyone, but mostly just BO and booze. I would say physically, like he just looks like crazy, like small and gray and just like it's bizarre, really bizarre.
So no ass odor.
No.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering.
No, there was no asshole. But again,
you know what he looks like to me?
What's that?
You ever watch the movie Basket Case from the 80s?
I haven't. Have you, Cardiff or OJ?
No. Tell me more. I might have, but what's Basket Case? Who's in that?
Cardiff, you're letting me down. You're supposed to know these old.
Was it a horror movie? Was it a horror movie?
In the little basket. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I kind of remember it, but I don't remember. Hold on, I'll find it.
Like that. But he was a little mutant. That like
he's a little mutant that's in a basket.
But like his brother drove him around on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Basket Case.
You mean E.T.?
Yeah, that's what John's face reminds me of. Basket Case.
We'll have to get a picture of that and check it out. Thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it. We're getting a lot of calls now. 904. You're on the air.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. I was wondering when we're going to see Fat Gino Biscotti live streaming the playthrough of Battletoads.
Oh, you son of a bitch. How dare you call me Fat Gino Biscotti? I hate you. I'll get you next time. And 419, you're on the air.
What's up, fellas?
Yo. What's up?
What's up? Did you watch the KB show with John on there last night?
I did not watch the one yesterday. I
Been on a
saw
couple
the one,
times now. Yeah.
I saw the one the day before with Ray, where they were talking about doing a roast battle. Why? What did you see?
It was pretty awesome.
Well, it's just sad. Don't you like sometimes watch John? You're like, this dude's a fucking asshole, and sometimes you're like, man, I feel sorry for this guy.
Yes, I felt bad for John on Friday night when I was home, and it seemed like John was against this group of ruffians. I did kind of feel bad. It's like, oh man, this guy's just like, he just wants to be noticed. He just wants to be recognized. Because we did hear, oh, that's hilarious. That does look like John. We did hear that before they went down that John was just kind of hanging out at the bar, doing some laps, hoping someone would recognize him. So there was a part of me that did feel kind of bad, but fuck him.
Well, last night was classic because when Ray gets one over on you, game over, man. Game over.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's like,
go ahead.
No, it's like you feel bad for the guy, and then you're like, this guy's an asshole. Oh, I feel bad for him again. No, this guy, no, this dude's an asshole.
It doesn't last very long, though.
On the joke, and they were laughing at him.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, John has this mentality that he's better than Ray. So, like, he thinks he can goof on Ray and, like, Ray's an idiot. Look at Ray. Look at what he does. Oh, you're so stupid, Ray.
All about
John,
status.
you're an idiot.
There's no metric in the world where John is better than Ray today.
But John feels that way.
Like John, yeah, sure. John, 1998 was.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It keeps cutting in and out. So, like, if you guys watch it from last night, you'll totally understand where it's like, this guy is being goofed on, and he doesn't even realize it. He's there. He's talking to these guys, and they're totally goofing on him. Adam is goofing on him.
So everyone was goofing on John last night. I have to check that one out. I haven't seen it. Thanks for letting us know, though, dude. What's that?
All right, man.
All right, later.
I said he doesn't even.
Oh, sorry. Well, you saw it, OJ?
Yeah, I saw it. You know, all these shows get meshed together in my mind. So I'm assuming, I think Ray, this was yesterday, Ray was really going at him again. And yeah, it seemed like Kevin and Adam were kind of goofing around more with Ray than they were with John. John was trying to, you know, goof on Ray. Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, John thinks he's got a group of boys now.
Yeah,
right. Like he's got the boys. We're all gonna pile on Ray. We're all gonna pile. No,
exactly.
I guess it's because we've always had our little groups and stuff. We don't understand how valuable it is when you don't have a group of people that you can feel, you know, that you're a part of. But these guys really want that.
Stop humanizing this piece of shit. Stop it.
We're friends. We're friends. I tell everyone we're friends. Oh, you mean because of John? No, but that's what I'm saying.
No,
yes, he wants. What?
You're humanizing him. You're making us. He's just like us. He just wants pals that
he is
fag around with on the internet.
I know it is. That's what he wants.
He wants pals that will always agree with him and always be on his side. That's the problem.
Yes, you do need to always agree with John and be on his side for that to happen. But yes, John. So John recognized me Sunday. I say, "Hey, come give Daddy a hug," and he won't do it. So then later, I'm up at the bar, and again, I'm by Kevin, because now Kevin came down on Sunday. Kevin obviously did not stay at the Borgata. I mean, the guy who threw the Borgata, you know, shindig, never booked a room and then realized, oh shit, they're fucking sold out. And then he had to go somewhere else. I don't know if he wanted to stay there anyway, but
yeah, someone, I think it was Vince the lawyer, reported that they weren't sold out. And Kevin just didn't want to spend the extra money because it was a little more expensive by the time he got there.
Booking any hotel the day of, you're fucking retarded.
Right. Yeah, I booked this like at least a month out. Sunday was always the cheaper day. Saturday was the most expensive day. Even months out, you were going to spend at least like almost $400 a night for a room. I actually stayed at Harris the Saturday night because I had a free room at Harris, which is right next to Borgata. So that worked out well for me. And then the Sunday night, I moved over to the Borgata and stayed there. Anonymous, you are on the air. Anonymous.
Yo, my man. What's going on?
Yo, Big Black. What's up, Ma Noga?
I don't.
Boom.
Hey,
What's up, my niggas?
I was surprised that. Hey, cut that out.
Watch it,
I
Ray.
was surprised that your boys didn't go there with you.
I know.
I
I
was
mean,
disappointed in OJ and Cardiff.
I agree,
It would
Big
have been so
Black.
much of a better show if those two guys were there.
I agree. That's why I wanted them there. That's why I'm trying to get them both to come.
I wasn't invited.
No, I wasn't invited either. I just went. It just went.
So that's why you didn't go, Cardiff, because you weren't invited. Come on,
Yes,
man.
I wanted
I mean,
engraved. No, I just came back from Vegas like a week earlier. It was Super Bowl weekend. I had no interest in going to Atlantic. I don't want to go to Atlantic City in the summertime. Never mind. Like, I think Atlantic City is probably worse than going to Rochester in the winter. So I had no interest. But again,
Yeah,
the
but
moment
this is a
the moment
Dabbler
you
versus
captured
Cardiff, bro.
made it all worth it. All worth it.
And OJ, what's your excuse?
Yeah, it just didn't sound that appealing to me. Just to go hang out in AC, like you said, shitty AC, and I don't know. It just
They're
I would-
wieners. They're
Yeah.
wieners, Big Black.
That's right. El Horrible is the man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Why weren't you there?
Well, you know me, man. I'm an incel recluse.
Yes, I know. What was your take from Atlantic City from what you saw?
It's so weird about how the Dabbleverse is so polarized. You got these big giant guys like you and Peter Parker and all those other guys, and then you got the midgets, the Munchkin guys like Stuttering John and Chad and so on. It's so weird.
It's the alphas versus the betas. Yeah, I don't know. It's very odd. There's no in between. Everyone's either really big or really small. It's so weird.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen the size of all these big guys, man. And like the sorcerer is supposed to be like 6'6".
He was probably the biggest. He was probably the biggest guy. I don't know who was taller, Stevie Lou or I think the sorcerer was taller.
Sorcerer is bigger than Melton.
Well, both of them say they're 6'6".
Yeah, Melton, I think, and the sorcerer and Stevie Lou are all about the same height, but sorcerer is definitely a little bigger, like as far as weight, than Melton. Melton is not that shocking. Like, I really thought it was going to be like meeting one of the country bears from Disney World, how they're all so fucking huge and all like lengthy. But no, Melton was awesome. And he really didn't stand out as far as like, because a lot of guys were big. Like, yeah, like when we weren't around all the other big guys, I guess he stands out. But for the most part, he wasn't the biggest guy there, which was surprising.
Let me ask you, what are the heights of you three guys?
I'm 6 foot.
Are you really?
Yeah, Cardiff is bigger than me. Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
I'm 5'11". I'm not a big dude.
I'm like
Yeah,
6'2".
like
I'm 6'2" and 1/8.
There you go.
Okay.
As John would put his measurements in fractions.
Yeah, 5. He says he's 5'7.5", but that's got to be bullshit. He looks like a fucking munchkin.
Yeah, I don't know about 5'7", but then yesterday on Melton's show, someone said that they knew for a fact that Chad was 5'7", I think. And I will say Chad and John were pretty much the same height, so that would work out. But when someone first asked me how tall John was, I said he's got to be like 5'4", 5'5" at the most. But we're hearing 5'7". Oh, and a half.
I'm pretty sure when he got weighed in and measured for the cabbie fight, it was 5'7". I'm pretty sure that's accurate. But for him,
he looks like a munchkin.
Yeah, because his proportions are all fucked up. Like his legs are too short for like he must have something where his arms are too short and his legs are too long, maybe, or his torso's too short, like, or he just wears ill-fitting clothes.
Yeah, he's got a weird body. But let me also say something else. I saw something interesting this week on the BYB show. They showed
Nobody believes you.
Dr. Chow when he was 14, and he broke his left arm. It was like broken like a V instead of like an I.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that. Black.
Yeah,
I don't know. Was that really him?
that was him, but he didn't react enough for me to think that was real. But it was definitely him as a 14-year-old boy.
Really?
If you get a chance to check it out, it was BYB on the 14th.
All right, I will.
And that's about all I got.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you for calling in, Big Black. As always, we'll talk to you next week.
BYB is the show I always go to see 14-year-old boys.
All right, Big Black out. Later, man.
Peace.
The great Big Black from the Howard Stern Show days. 646, you're on the air.
Liar.
Hey, good morning. Is this Queefers Anonymous?
Yes, this is Queefers Anonymous. How can we help you, my son?
I got a question for Tookie and for Mr. Potato Head there. Tell us just briefly how you guys fell out with John. I'll hang up.
How we
I gotta
what?
Get back to Premier League.
Oh,
how you guys fell out with John?
Oh, fell out? Like, all right.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. I mean, for me, it was pretty simple. Like, I would get the link from Cardiff, and we would go on the show together, and then Tookie would disagree with John or say something funny that was offensive, and John didn't like it. So John didn't like Tookie pretty early on, I think. And I would say Cardiff's falling out with John was I mean
the last one. I've had multiple.
The last one.
But the last one, I guess I was just defending Vinny. I don't know, because he went off on.
Oh yeah, because
he had to shit on Vinny to back out of the March 10th show, and I defended Vinny, and that was it. I was dead to him because how dare I stand up for my friend.
But he doesn't come back to us. He will come back to you eventually. I'm almost positive of that. But me, he won't. Me, he hates my guts now, which is fine. It's fantastic. But yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna have a falling out with John at some point. It's just when does he come back? With Vince, it's like just daily. Right. They're just a toxic couple at this point.
I just want to know, will our status with John affect whether or not we get invited to the funeral?
Yes. No, we're not getting invited. 302, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Red.
Hi, Red. How are you? I forgot. Yes, we did get to meet Red 473 as well. He's fantastic. It was great to meet you. What was your take from Mason?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, after you left, the timing was weird at the bar on Saturday, because that's when John and Vince showed up.
Oh.
And they brought Hitman Dan's monster of a wife.
Smoke show.
The first thing Vince did was make me shake her hand.
Oh
no.
Dude, her whole
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what people's medical afflictions are or anything, but why would John bring these two people into this universe? Like, we're just
and use her to sit there and shit on Jenny Jingles.
Dude, you have no idea. The Walking Dead. Am I wrong, Red? Was she not The Walking Dead?
It was like meeting they just dragged a homeless person into the casino. It was disgusting.
It was so bizarre. Like, so bizarre.
Well, here's the worst part. I go into this weekend and I get the chance to meet all these great people, all you guys.
Thank you.
And while I'm there, I'm nice to everybody that I meet. And then, of course, I find out after I get home midweek, all of a sudden I'm coughing and all this other shit. And then it turns out that everyone in that fucking room had COVID.
Yes. Wait, do you have COVID?
That fucking river troll gave me COVID.
Oh, no. Red 473 has COVID from dawn of the Dabbleverse. Thank you, Kamisha.
Just knowing that you got something inside your body from inside that body. How does that make you feel?
That's crazy.
That's disgusting. I'm staying home.
Red, it was great to meet you.
Never talking to any of these people ever again.
It was great to meet you this week.
If you survive this, Red, we hope you never have to encounter them again.
Yeah.
But you're likely going to die. So
no.
Nice knowing you.
Who knows what you'll give me?
Oh, I know what I'll give you. I've got a list.
Hey, thanks, Red. Guys. Appreciate it, man. I am not sick. My voice is this way because I did Gino for 2 hours on Tuesday. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I am not sick. Caller 646. Stop coughing. Do you have COVID too?
What's going on, guys?
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this?
Oh, is this Vince? Do you have COVID? Oh my God, it was a super spreader event. What are we in the Democratic Party supposed to do when we are the ones that are supposed to combat the COVID and we were responsible for another super spreader event, Vince?
So, how bad do Shuli and Carl feel for not going?
Dude, I think everyone should have went. I know everyone who didn't go is like, it was stupid. You got this. Dude, I had a blast, and I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself to you on Saturday, but please understand I had to be strategic because I wanted to get my question to John and stuff like that. But I'll see you on the next
dude,
one.
I don't care. I didn't care his way.
No,
and
I
I got to echo the point. It was a fucking amazing time. I think because it wasn't planned and it wasn't a stupid quote unquote comedy show.
Agreed.
It was just an amazing event. And to see those two go on last night with their little sad puss faces, trying to say that they didn't miss out on an amazing time was hilarious.
It really was. There was just so much going on, so much content, just having people like we kept having people run to us and being like, you won't believe what we just heard about blah, 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 and this and this. And it was just, it was Yenta Fest 2024 is what I'm calling it.
It really was. And there's no way to embellish it more than it was. Everything had to happen the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably will never happen again that way.
Yeah.
But so yesterday, though, I want to take up an issue. Carl is trying to say that somehow I was lying to his brother, Brent, and his sister-in-law. His sister-in-law got on and called me. She's like, Vince, I don't know what that little brat is saying. I mean, I'm paraphrasing.
Sure.
But dude, we had no animosity towards you. And like, I had the best time with Carl's brother and his brother's sister-in-law.
Yeah, they're good. They're good people. They can hang out with anyone. Always great to see.
I know you don't watch the dues payer, but like, and my question to you guys was, who hates Shuli more, you or OJ?
OJ. Probably OJ. Probably OJ. I don't hate Shuli. I don't hate Shuli. I've just always been very honest. And Shuli did text me yesterday that said, you broke my heart, Fredo. And I told him it's not my fault. It's the OCD. I told him it was the OCD. It's not my fault. I can't lie. I don't like to lie.
Vince, I have a question for you.
And then Carl's on there. Go ahead.
I have a question. How pissed were you when John took your hat off? How much did you want to just reach
at all.
and clock
that
him?
was another thing. Carl's like, oh, Vince was so mad. I played the video on my show the next day. I didn't give a shit. It's just annoying when my hair is fucked up, but like
your hair.
Any loser that goes, oh, you have no hair. Yeah.
That is true.
Well, when you said your hair, we were laughing.
I wasn't using a plural, the one hair.
Yes,
like,
the one
it makes
hair.
No difference. It's just like, yeah, but either way, no, I wasn't mad at all.
All right, now tell us the truth. What did you really find in John's jeans?
Well, when I turned them over, the wallet like flipped out because like I didn't have a stick or anything to hit him with.
Understandable.
We're not live, are we?
No. It's just us.
All right.
Just four pals.
So basically, when I walked into the bathroom. Now that bathroom is so sweet as stupid. The bathroom is bigger than the regular room. Like that room that Kevin was in, that jail cell, is as big as the bathroom. So he put his jeans down in the front of one of the sinks. And so like I kicked him on purpose and his wallet flew out.
Oh shit.
So then I'm like, fuck. So now I had to touch everything. And then so then there was nothing going on with it.
He drops his
wallet.
He drops his jeans on the floor with the wallet still in it. No wonder he can't find this fucking thing every time.
Yeah, so I did confirm that he had a 34-30. There's no way his waist is 34.
Oh, really? Is that what he claimed?
No, that's what I saw on the jeans that I didn't see.
34-30?
It's exactly 34-30. Now I know my length is 29 and my waist is probably like that, about that. But that's what his jeans are. He must wear them below that stomach.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I'm tall, way taller than John. My length is like 32, I think.
I wear 30. I'm 6 foot. I'm
Yeah.
36, 30.
I'm a 32.
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm
thought you meant waist.
29 lengthwise, but I'm at least I'm at least 2 inches taller than John. I mean, he's really short.
I don't know.
Not that it matters, but
I didn't see you two together, like standing next to each other. Really, I don't think I did.
Yeah, I just want to address beloved chatter. I'm not laughing at anyone's hair. Trust me, I'm jealous of Vince's hair. So,
yes, let's lose it. The other thing with the room prices, right? So, leading up to the event, about a week before, Saturday night was $750 for a basic room. Then they took them down. For about 2 days, there were no rooms available. But by like Friday night, Kevin could have booked a room there for maybe $500 a night for the Saturday night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the rooms were available, but for 2 days, there weren't any rooms that you could book directly.
Now, Vince, I heard that something happened to John's door of his room where they couldn't close it or lock it, and you could just open it anytime. What was the deal with that?
The room to get into the
yes.
You know what they did? They probably, because after you check out, I know what it is. I checked out there by accident. I checked them out of the room, so then their keys get disactivated. So then, once I check out, then they can't get back into the room. So I had told them to leave the latch on so that anyone can walk in. But you have to check out. I forgot about that.
I'm so glad I asked that. I am so glad I asked.
That's fantastic. Anything else, Vince?
No, John's never talked to me again.
I have a feeling he will. I think it's okay. I don't think you can do anything, apparently. He always comes back to you, Vince.
Well, here's the thing. It's a little bit of breaking news. So I go, John, I sent you the link to send me the payment for the show we did. On air, he said that he's paying me $120. And now he's acting as if that was just a joke and that he's not going to pay me.
Are you serious? So he's not even going to give you the $120 that was supposed to be split from the super chats?
That's what he was doing last night. And I was like so bored with this whole argument, but I know where he wants to go. He's serious about it. He's saying that he's not, that was just a joke. Oh, I don't have it in writing, like all these things.
And now let's remind the people, ballpark, what do you think you put out personally to get John to AC?
$1,200, I would say, in value.
Right, and he can't even give you
probably like $1,000.
And he can't even just throw you $120 off the super chat. It's hilarious.
Our agreement was that we were gonna do a show. Now, he got mad that I played the voicemail. There are parts of that voicemail that were maybe embarrassing to him that I edited out. But then I remembered that in that edited out part was his agreement that we would do the show.
Right.
So last night he was saying that, oh, you don't have it in writing, but he's very concerned about what's in the full voicemail.
Wow. It's amazing. You can't write this shit, Vince. And this weekend was proof. It's all real. Like, it's all real as far as what is happening. I know people are like, oh, it's a work between Kevin and John and Kevin and Mel. I will tell you this. There was no work as far as Melton's concerned. As far as Kevin's concerned, I don't know. Was Kevin pissed off at times when he really wasn't? Maybe. I have no idea. The guy has to do 4-hour shows pretty much every day about being pissed off about something. So I would probably figure that a lot of it is manufactured. But yeah, no, everything I saw was legit. Everyone was just having such a great time in Atlantic City. And Vince, we have to thank you because you were the one who ultimately got John there. We have to thank Broccoli too, because he gave him some money. He was the one who got John interested in coming out. But in the end, you were the one who knew this event is going to be shit unless I get John there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take all credit for this because, again, I just paid for the flight there. He wasn't going, man. He tried to get there, but he had no way to get, I guess, payment for the next flight. So I mean, that's part of the voicemail I don't want to release.
Okay.
Unless I'm forced to, right? If
We
he's
won't
gonna
tell
claim
anyone.
we don't have a contract, well, in that voicemail is the agreement that we would do a show and he would let me get the money from it.
Right. Well, he fucked you over, Vince. John is now trolling you. Is there anything?
Yeah, I guess. No, that's okay though. You're right though. Like it took everyone for this to happen the way it did, and it doesn't matter what Friday Recall and Shuli are saying, man. It was a great fucking time.
It was.
Bottom line, it was an amazing time.
100% guarantee. Hey, go to Vince's show from yesterday, and there's a link there to buy Girl Scout cookies from Vince's daughter. Yes, Vince will have your address and everything. What?
Yeah, my daughter. We sent up. I posted your address to confirm on Super Chat, so you'll see that later.
All right, thank you.
But
yes.
Who is the person? But who is Amber Brown?
Amber Brown?
That sounds like John's underwear.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay, yeah, no, she's just listed in the real estate report. I just didn't know who that was.
Yes,
sorry,
my mom. She bought
Sorry.
that house.
Hang up on him now. Stop going deeper with this guy.
Wait a minute, though. I will promote free shipping on Girl Scout cookies until the 25th. I've ordered mine. Will you confirm that I actually did order cookies from you?
Yeah, I did actually. I confirmed it on a Super Chat. I thank you. It was a very classy move. If you want Girl Scout cookies, there's a link on my last show, and there is free shipping, which is pretty good in terms of a deal.
That's
So
huge. That's like
get
2
your
boxes
cookies
of
from there.
cookies. Yes, that's huge. Well, anyway, Vince, thank you for this weekend. Again, I'm sorry we didn't run into each other, but I'll see you on the next one.
Just one last question. When your mom bought the place in 1981 for $368,000, were you living there?
No, I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, so that's your family home that you're in.
Yes, of course.
Okay, 5 bedrooms and 2 baths.
Yeah, no, 3 baths. They say 2 baths. Oh, actually, because they
you gotta
turned
put in a permit for
it's
that.
4 bedroom actually because we turned the 4th bedroom into the master bedroom bathroom. That's why. No, that's true. It used to be 5 bedrooms, but now we turned one of the bedrooms into a bathroom. That's my bathroom. You're right.
All right.
It's all there on
I hope you got a license
Zillow.com.
and a permit for that.
I didn't do it. They did it
Not Zillow.
before. How dare you? Goodbye. I hate you. But he makes me laugh. So what could I do? All right. Vince the lawyer, everybody. Giving out my address, my mom's name, and everything else. It's fantastic. We're doing it. All right. Let's do some super chats. Shit show 199. Does Turbo have any nudes asking for a me? No, I don't think so.
Not yet.
Not yet. Flex 316 gifted 1 BeDabbler network membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Herb Peas, $2. Great. Giant headbands equal guy stuff. Yes, they do.
I love that name. Thank you, Herb.
Herb Peas. Herb Peas, get it?
My new favorite one.
Fantastic. I am Ian Hawk, member for 9 months. Glad that Gino left. Hope the wife was satisfied. Yes, he did. He came. I watched him. He cucked me, and that was it. Flex 316 gifted 1 BeDabbler network membership. Thank you very much, Flex 316. Greatly appreciated. Mark, member for 8 months. Who is the new leader of the army of cowards? I am your leader. We are I guess Cardiff's the only coward left.
Me and Cardiff will be the only cowards left.
That's true. Why isn't anyone constantly trying to get Corndiff's identity? Neil Prate, thank you for becoming a YouTube member.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Jason Fusco, is this a show? Yes, this is actually a show. I'm sorry, my voice is garbage, but yes, we're doing a show. We're doing it. Neil Prate, can I get BeDabbler mask anywhere? I want to fuck my ex while she wears one.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ. I think I've bought all the ones that are available online, but sometimes they pop up. I don't even remember what the keyword is.
But yours is like customized though a little bit, right?
It is. I mean, I put these this mesh on my eyes and on the mouth, but for the most part, I mean, I bought it this way. It's just that this was open and this was open, but American Cupcake, $5. American Cupcake, I got another postcard from you. I'm sorry. I got to start bringing them downstairs. But yeah, I still have all the old ones. But I have a new postcard from you, so thank you. I'm home this weekend, and I'm waking and baking with El Horrible Cardiff and Orange Man. Yes, and the dolls that your mom made are right up there. They're fantastic. My Battletoads thing is hanging them up, so I'm sorry, Luigi, that they're blocking the Battletoads thing right now, but I gotta find a place for that Battletoads thing.
Yeah, thank you, Cupcake. Those were really cool.
Really cool, Cupcake. Very cool. Baby Satchmo, Black Girl's aborted fetus. Thank you for the $2. What? No discount Gino Bisconte? TWOFKB. I have sent our guest, the real Gino Bisconte, a link. Gino, it's in your Twitter if you want. Let's watch those numbers drop now.
I was supposed to remind you to send Gino a link.
I did.
11.
I did. I sent it.
I know you did.
Gino, it's in your Twitter if you're listening. Red473, who we met in AC, who just called in, $10. Thank you so much. Meeting people was weird. People like John and Chad can suck so bad online, but they are hard to hate when you meet them in person. The entire Dabbleverse is an army of cowards, all except Rocco, TWO. Yes, it is. I mean, listen, when you meet these people in real life, you're going to be, cordial and stuff. I mean, I didn't say, John, I hope your fucking kids turn gay or something horrible. I didn't
Who would say something that horrible?
Right.
Ever.
We all know that is the worst possible thing that you could say about someone or wish on their family, because it is the worst. I mean, we obviously could tell by the way that John was praying to God like Howard Stern.
In some countries, they don't have the death penalty. They have the turn your kids gay penalty.
Oh,
the funny thing was he was praying to God like God will grant him a wish. Like God is a genie.
Well, he did the whole Howard Stern private parts. Oh, please, baby Jesus, who I love so much. He said that it was something like that. Actually, let's just play it. We have it here.
Thank you for all that you've done for me.
It's pathetic.
Oh, God, if there is a God, let one of his kids be gay, please. God, hold on. Name Father, name of Son, name of the Holy Spirit. Dear God, I love you very much. Thank you for all that you've done for me.
I got this all from Howard.
Can you please grant me this?
Please give Greta her tits back. Please give her tits back. Please.
I really didn't. I didn't realize he actually did say that.
Yeah.
Grant me this wish.
Please, she knows not what she did, Lord. Please just give her titties back.
Just one wish. Make Rocco Burrow, one of his kids, a homosexual, please. And better yet, a transsexual, transgender. Please, God. He needs to learn a lesson about acceptance and love and unconditional love and maturity. Please, God. He needs to learn. Thank you.
You monster.
Name, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you.
You monster. I have Greta's tits right here. They're right here, John.
Oh my
Right
God,
here.
that'd be great. Well, that will be.
I'd be careful putting those up.
Ever. And if there is a God, he should make it happen. Because you got a fucking transphobic, homophobic prick like that running around, and he's got kids.
They cut me off, John. She cut me
it's
off.
like when
Why
Dick
did she
Cheney
cut us
had a
off?
lesbian daughter. The whole thing changes.
I have
Suddenly
them,
they
John.
become accepting.
I
Suddenly
have
they
her
don't become
titties.
homophobes anymore. They're not transphobes.
Can you pause it?
That's it.
But that's what he's saying at the end. Just like, what was McCain had the lesbian daughter. Like all of a sudden, these people come out, they change. He's saying what happened to him.
Right.
He was running around, F this, F word that, F word this, F word that, N word chasers. Oh, wait, I got a what?
Right. And the thing is, Cardiff and El Horrible, he's calling us homophobic and transphobic. That's not true.
No.
I am the champion. Yeah, I know. He makes it seem like it's the worst fucking thing in the world. You know why? Because for him, it was the worst fucking thing in the world.
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. Thank you, John. I hope my kids are trans too. I'll get a lot of clout in that stupid, meaningless community you're a part of.
We've never really dug into it, but was the divorce around the same time that Night came out?
Nitro.
I have no nightmare. Zipper chest. I have no idea.
I'm just wondering, what if that was what broke up the marriage? John's resistance to it. John not being able to handle it.
As you can tell, it's the worst possible thing you can wish on someone.
And they weren't in a safe space until Aaron arrived. So
my God, I gotta get my kids into straightness training.
Wow, Cardiff.
What am I gonna do? How do I teach my kids to be straight? Oh God, they have the dreaded curse.
But
caller, you're on the air.
Hey.
Okay, hang up.
Caller, you're off the air. Okay,
I do have to say, El Horrible, if one of your kids does turn out to be gay, I've got my fingers crossed for which one.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
But yes, John has wished. He has given me the dreaded voodoo of having a gay or trans kid. I think we'll be okay. We'll deal with it. We'll survive. But John, you bastard. All I did was ask you a question. How could you take it to such a horrible level, you monster? Wizard Nug 2, member for 8 months. Send Stuttering John's kids the link. I've heard they're Tookie fans. I've heard that 2 of them are Patreons to Tookie, but I don't know. That's just what someone tells me. Kiki Loco, $5. Biggest cope. Stuttering John winning by challenging everyone to step outside, or Bob winning by throwing his drink like a lady.
At least Bob took some action. I mean,
the whole thing is embarrassing. Just guys.
Yeah,
wanting
I
to
agree.
Fight. You never once heard me or Melton or anyone else being like, you know, we're going to fight you. We're going to kick your ass. The only time we said it was when we were kidding, when we were talking about the beat down at the Borgata, the meet and beat and all that shit. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Because you guys are adults.
Yes. Well, that's the thing too. John is like, he's a coward. Like, really, John? You said none of these cowards would ever say this stuff to my face. Not only did I say it to your face, John, our faces were touching because for some fucking reason, when you take a selfie with everyone, you think they want your head pressed up on their head. But I did it. I suffered through it, John, because I knew I was going to get my question out.
And not only that, you guys had your arms around each other. So he could have easily done something other than, but he chose to run.
Of course. But then he says we ran, but we never left that spot. He kept challenging us. So his idea of us running away from him is not accepting his challenge to go outside, whatever that means. I mean, we're in the 1940s, I guess. Hey, put up your dukes. We're going to go and have a round.
If you really have that much anger towards someone and you really want to kick their ass, you just do it. You don't care about the consequences. You don't care that you're there for the weekend. You'll go somewhere else and have a hang, you know, but maybe that's just me.
But he would lose his VIP status at New York, if he was to.
Yes, it's New York VIP.
Sorry about that.
All right. Blackface Levy, $2. Our champion, Bob Levy, FKB, FSJ, FVTL. Yes. F everyone.
Hopefully Bob could get his ban lifted.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
No, Mr. Doodle, I don't like you. I love you.
Oh, there you go. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, fellas, what's happening this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, I just got to say, how devastated would John be if Oscar come out as gay? That's where this all stems from.
That's true. He would hit the homo trifecta if he did. He'd have a gay son, a gay daughter, and whatever.
All his children are into chicks, though. He's got that going.
Yeah. I mean, a gay daughter, I don't think would be that big of a deal. Who really wants their daughter being followed by somebody like him?
100%. Yes, I'm rooting for a gay daughter.
Son come out gay, he would fucking flip.
Yes. Well, you know, I mean, it's John. John showed his hand. He does not like that his kids are homosexual. He sees it as a curse. That's why he was trying to curse me with his, you know, shit life.
Honestly, it's just like when he screams about, if I have to follow YouTube terms of service, so does everyone else. If I have to be burdened with gay kids, so should everybody else. That's really what he's saying. Oh, he's garbage.
Hey, one more thing. I missed part of the Vince conversation. Did he say how bad
Lucky.
that room stunk after they all come in?
I don't think we actually asked that. That could be a question for Stevie Lou as well. Because Stevie Lou was a new person who entered the room on Sunday. So any smells that they would have gotten accustomed to on Saturday, Stevie Lou came in with a new fresh nose on Sunday. So that would definitely be a Stevie Lou question.
Oh, God.
So
that is.
Everyone was doing coke that weekend, though, so they might not have had their their smelling scent.
This is true. This is true. Is this Michael again? Michael, is this you?
I want to know about. I was so shocked that Stuttering John was so short in the video.
Yes.
With Mel.
Breaking news. Yes.
It was, and I just don't understand. He put his transgender child as a bitch, and I just think he's angry.
Right.
All the time.
Well, Michael,
And
you
I
said
just
it all.
And plus, the guy is such a bum. You know?
Cardiff, we're doing this.
And if you, I want to go to where he lives in California and see if he's living in a roach apartment.
Yeah,
All
don't do
thank
that.
you,
Yeah,
Michael. Don't go to John's house. Don't go to his house. Even though if you did go to his house and you know, you would have trouble because he has a gate, and you're not going to want a 0931 or anything like that when you get to his gate. You probably don't want to put in 0931.
Yeah, no, that
because
would be
you're not
terrible.
going to, don't do that. Okay. I mean, I don't know. This is just what people tell me. But when John is the gatekeeper, normally the password to get through the gate that John is keeping is 0931. But again, we don't want anyone to do anything.
And I mean, if you get invited to a porn shoot, like a Human Centipede style porn shoot that happens to be upstairs from John's apartment, by all means,
Yeah,
go
maybe
by.
there's 7,332 independence people that are going to go to this gangbang, you know, because I mean, 7,332 independence people.
No, it's
That's
Drive.
See, I would take a different avenue. I would take a different avenue to get to 7,332 independence. But, you know, that's just me. That's a lot of people to have in a thing. And then once you get there, you're going to be faced with a gate. And you're like, how do I get through this gate? And then you're like, oh, if only I knew about the training I had, the 0931 training that I had about gatekeeping. But again, this is all just nonsense. So who knows?
You're quite the poet.
I
You have
hate
such a way with words that
I don't know what any of these words mean. People are just I'm just reading it. You know what I mean? Buck Naked, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Wave, thank you for the 99 super sticker. I appreciate
Thank you, Waver.
I am dropping calls. We're not going to do calls anymore for the show. So thank you to let me make sure. Oh, we have one more call. I'll get this call in and then we're going to drop the call. 610, you're the last call.
Rocco.
Yo.
Rocco, it's Ordo. How are you, sir?
Who is this?
Ordo.
Ordo.
Oh, how's it going, dude?
How's it going? I got a question. How old are you, man? Like in your
40.
range?
I'm 40.
Okay. So you guys are you're kind of from a different time. The shit you guys are talking about, like Obnoxious John, OJ said it with about Bob Levy. He says what he's going to do, and he did it. Kevin held back from. I know you guys are all against it. You guys are all like, "Oh, it shouldn't have happened." You, Melton, all you guys are from a different time where you don't handle shit like that.
That's not true.
Crazy
at all. I'm a little older than El Harible, and that is how I would have handled that when I was younger. But the older, more mature me.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Bob Levy doesn't know how old he is.
Right, that's true.
He's out of his fucking mind. So That's just an age thing, man.
I understand, but I mean, as a comic who works at casinos, and stuff like that, you got to kind of, weigh the pros and cons of doing something like that. Like, I mean,
come on. Do you think he gives a fuck? Like, listen to him. You think he cares?
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, in all fairness to us, I did say I was going to ask that question to John's face, and I did it. But again, like, as far as getting physical,
John,
yes.
Right. John's in that age range where that's how he acts like that. But he'll never go through with any of it because he's a pussy.
Right.
It's all talk.
I agree with you. Thank you, Ordo. Thank you for calling in, man.
I'll let y'all go. I'll see y'all in Largo.
I appreciate it. Yes, come to Largo, March 22nd, Largo, Florida, WATP Live. Come hang out with us. OJ, Cardiff, me, Dr. Steve, Revenge of the Sis, and Trucker Andy, I think Vinny Paulino, all the Lucy, producer Chris, Carl's mom will be there. Will the mandolin be there?
Carl's brother?
Probably not.
Oh, you don't think so? The mandolin won't make...
Mandolins don't fly well.
If they want to sell tickets, I mean, I think people will want to come and just see the mandolin, not touch it. Just see it.
Make a good point.
But anyway, I'm not booking the shows. I have nothing to do with that. I don't even know what I'm doing on these shows. People keep asking me to come to their live events, and I'm like, I don't do anything, right? But it's
you guys were great in Detroit, though. I mean, seeing you guys live was awesome.
Oh, I felt like we did nothing.
Oh, it was great.
I think we did more. I think we did more outside in the line than we did on stage.
Yes, I was gonna say, yeah.
I mean, everything was great. You with Ray outside with the fans, that was one of the biggest highlights.
Yeah, that part was good. All right. I know we have more super chats, and I know that's everyone's favorite part of the night or of the show. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say night. I looked up to you, member, for 4 months. No phone calls from bunny crushing retards. Who did that?
We don't have a call screen today.
MGA.
I was going to say, did he do that? Barrister 1401, $10. I have Stut Joe in my 2024 death pool. Fingers crossed.
Same.
I still have Joey C. I still think Joey C.
Between those two.
Thank you, Barrister 1401. Much appreciated. Frucking Frag, $2. Since when did we time people out for letters? I have no idea what's going on. I'm doing a show. If the moderators are timing you out, I have no idea. I'm sorry. They have their own jurisdiction. Yeah, their own code. Waiver, thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. I never tell the moderators what to do. They know, they know what to do. Tiff gifted 5 BeDabbler Network memberships. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you. And hello to my friend Van Doe. I need to say hi to my friend and Tookie's friend, Van Doe. Thank you, Tiff. Van Doe. He's a fantastic artist, OJ. You have no idea. Fantastic.
Nice.
And a great friend. Chris Dyer, $2. Hackamania VIP checking in. TWO.
Tookie World Order. TWO.
Yes, get your tickets at hackamania.com March 31st to June 2nd. Come hang out in Vegas. You saw what happened in white trash Atlantic City. Now, see what's going to happen in Vegas. It was a drive-by queefing. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. I guess that's a drive-by queefing. Do you ever do that? Do you ever see those videos where like someone can just like queef on command? They just sit there
so
like,
gross.
So gross.
Disgusting.
It's such a disgusting word. Someone said the only way I could have made that question better is if I went hacka at the end, and I kind of agree.
Do you remember the first time you heard a queef?
No, don't. That was your first instinct was the right one. It was perfect. That was perfection. That was better than any question John ever asked. It was it was written like Jackie and Fred wrote it. It was, I mean, maybe if you stuttered, it would have been better. Maybe that was the only thing.
I know. I should have said, has your son ever queefed in your face?
You wouldn't have got it out. You wouldn't have, as soon as you said son, he would have been gone. So
I was shocked that I said it without stuttering at all, because I will tell you, John says, I saw the Stevie Lou will tell you, I saw the look of fear in his eye. I couldn't have been more calm. If you look at the video of me asking that question, I couldn't have been more calm. I didn't even have that rush of adrenaline until after I asked the question, because that's when I was like, okay, fuck it. I need a cigarette. Cause that was a lot. But yeah, man, like
I got a question for you, Alrible. Were you in that moment when he was moving and running away from you? Because you kind of almost like clinched up a little bit. Were you expecting for him to maybe hit you?
Well, I moved
in that
over.
split second.
No, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect because I couldn't believe that I had just asked the question. But no, he immediately made a beeline right to Kevin, who was only like 5 feet to me, like diagonally. So we're still like face to face diagonally, but now there's like 5 feet separating us. And I have Melton next to me. He has Kevin next to him. Kevin's laughing because I know Kevin's going around going, that was a horrible question. You shouldn't ask that question. I mean, it's your kids. Kevin was laughing. Kevin thought it was funny, but John was just going out of his mind. But yeah, like when I was asking that question, because he was so tiny, I was like, I have nothing to be afraid of here. Because at least if like John was the size of Melton, you would go, I don't know if I really want to ask this question because this guy could fucking pound me into the ground. But with John, it was like literally like looking at a little sick Ethiopian boy.
So you're admitting you'll only punch down, not up.
Yes, of course. 100%. But yeah, man, like John's whole body is just like bloated, like it's almost like one of those like midget bodies or Ethiopians where they're all bloated with gas. I don't know. It's very odd. He's built
water retention.
He's built like a keg. Dave Dappler, $10. Congratulations on John's height. I mean, episode 65. Thank you. Yes, John's about 65 inches. So
Dave, thank you. Always good for congratulating us on our newest episodes and also gifting memberships. Daffler, thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you, Dave Daffler, for the 20 BeDabbler Network memberships. Fantastic. All right, are we in a good spot with super chats? Because I have a new bit that I know everyone is. I
say we do just like a few more.
All right, you heard it.
And we have a guest.
Yes, Ordo. I think
he here?
Could answer that question.
Yeah, he's back there.
Okay, cool. All right, yes, and we do have a guest, Jason Bentley. Fantastic to meet you and hang out with you, Jason Bentley, and your lovely wife. $20. Chad's washing paper plates and or towels. Yes. I
think he was making a drink.
That's a good point. Yeah, Chad has actual dishes to do. That's fantastic.
I think that's good. We could bring in our guest.
That's fantastic. We will bring in our guest after we play this bit. Everyone loves it. Here is your newest episode. Can we take? Yes, thank you. Here is your newest episode of Guy Stuff AC Edition.
I wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. I wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. I wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. Deep inside. Wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. I wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. I wanna feel you deep inside of me. Guy Stuff. Deep inside. Guy Stuff.
What's up, losers? It's your day, Turbo Melendez, with another episode of Deep Inside Guy Stuff. With me, Turbo Melendez. Hey, let's talk about gambling for a second. Especially gambling in that white trash mecca known as Atlantic City, where my dad was a hero again for a weekend. That's guy stuff. My dad's a real guy's guy. Now taking pictures with your fans and tilting your head in with them, that's just guy stuff. You wouldn't understand. My father showed you losers again that he's the real celebrity in this Dabbleverse. He drank an astonishing 547 beers in 3 days. That's guy stuff. Now let's get down to the real elephant in the room. And I ain't talking about Phil Elmore. Guy stuff. I'm talking about the meeting my dad had with me and all my siblings. Everyone was there. Turbo Melendez, Electro Melendez, Blaze Melendez, Power Melendez, and Lily and Oscar and the other one, I don't know. But we did all meet, that was true. And we said to our dad, stop getting butthurt over jokes. That's just guy stuff. You know my dad's a top-rate gambler, don't you? He always says, when you play blackjack, always split eights, aces, and your penis. Guy stuff.
Guy stuff. Guy stuff. Guy stuff. Deep inside. Guy stuff.
You want to play it again without it being muted?
Are you serious?
No.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Everybody, please welcome to the show for the first time, the real, the organic Gino Bisconte. Hello, Gino.
Dude, the real Gino Bisconti. Thank you. Come on. Dude, that was amazing what you did. That was so, and by the way, as if to prove like, oh, Gino, yeah, where's your voice, bitch? It's hard being that excited 24/7, isn't it, El Horrible?
Oh, 100%. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you keep that energy up or how you have a voice the next day. But thank you for joining us, Gino. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the kind words this past week.
Dude, I'll say it again on this platform. We're driving back from AC and I'm fucking hungover, right? Like Kiana was bummed she didn't get to see it, but she went into the lion's den or the pit of the river of iniquity, as you say it, and missed you. But I'm like, I can't go because I did the show and, you know, doing shots and I'm hammered and I pass out. I wake up. It's like, we leave by 1. I'm so fucking hungover. We're driving. She's like, look at this. And I had to pull over to look at that picture. I'm like, okay, so is the headband photoshopped? Is this some regular picture? She's like, no, I think that's the guy. I'm like, that's me. That's not the guy. That's me.
That's awesome. Yes. And I did actually get to meet Keanu the night before as myself, as Rocco. Yeah, I did. I introduced myself and I was like, where's Gino? And she was like, oh, he's already passed out where we're staying. So I was bummed out that I didn't get to see you, but she was lovely. And everyone was really great there in AC.
Unfortunately, our pal El Horrible is cursed with a talent of only being able to impersonate D-level comedians. So if one of you guys finally makes it, he's going to have something that's going to have some global appeal. So we need you or Ray DeVito or Kevin Brennan to actually make something of your careers so that this guy can make something off your back. So please, Gino, I wish the best for you.
I'm working on an impersonation of him impersonating me because I'll be impersonating a sea-level comedian. That's how fucking good he was, dude. And then we showed clips of it on In Hot Water when you're like, it's not comedy, it's comedy. And I'm like, oh, I'm stealing that. I am stealing that goal.
It's just all stupid. I had no idea what to say.
Dude, the spelling you were doing, I'm like, you see what he's doing? He's making fun of me, but it's funnier. I couldn't stand it, dude. Kiana was doing a stream, and she's like, are you watching? I'm like, I'm actually watching me. Well, a funnier me, and I'm giving the funnier me money. She's like, okay, have fun.
I appreciate it. Yes, and thank you for the super chats and for just being a good sport about everything. But yeah, I didn't really know. Everyone had told me that I kind of look like you, and I saw it. I think somewhere we have to do one of those DNA things because I think somewhere down the line our ancestors were licking each other's butts or something.
Oh,
the Moors.
Yeah, well, you licked the healthier butt 6 foot tall. I'm like, when you said that a few minutes ago, I'm like, now I'm mad I didn't get to meet a 6 foot tall me. I'm like 5'8.5" on my best day. I'm like, a 6 foot tall me. That's amazing.
Well, that's what's funny. People kept coming up to me and being like, oh, wait, like they would get close and then would go, oh, wait a minute, you're not Gino. Brian Johnson and his wife actually came up to me. I was in the poker room cashing out my chips. And I saw them and I was like, man, that looks like Brian Johnson. And then they started walking towards me. I was like, oh, holy shit, that is Brian Johnson. And then as he came up to me, he was like, oh, you're not Gino. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm Tookie. Wow. And his eyes got big. And I was like, oh, that was awesome. So
I love that people were coming up to you that didn't like the show. But your show sucked. I love that you were taking the heat for that.
yes, I was. And I would take the heat anytime. Guys, we actually have a new bit that I want to do right now. I don't know if this is going to work. But for right now, I'm going to put myself on the screen. And then once we talk about a story, I will bring everyone back on. But this is a new bit called
Razzle Dazzle. It's Dabbler Gossip with El Horrible.
A little gossip, a little chat, a little idle talk of this and that.
It's Dabbler Gossip Time. Woo! Your host, El Horrible. Starting off with Twitter, where moderator to the stars, Andrea Brower, has been quite confused as to why El Horrible won't talk to her. Well, Andrea, you know why El Horrible is mad, and I don't see this working out for you in the future. You've made him very angry with your lies, and now you must learn that you cannot be a moderator for this channel. Also, moderator to the mediocre Andrea, love is all around.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yes.
So generally a blind item, you don't announce the person's name.
Okay.
Or the parties involved.
Some of these are blind items.
Okay.
This is not the blind item part.
A legally blind. It's a legally blind item, so they can. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yes. So, moderator to the mediocre, Andrea Brower, has been bragging that she might have a date to the March 22nd Largo, Florida show. I wonder, who could that be? But for right now, we won't know. But I do know love is in the air, Andrea. And now for who could it be? What Cleveland middle who lives in the suburbs of Cleveland and is required to sign in and out of his house by his geriatric roommates also can't park in the driveway? I wonder, who could it be? And now, for a double, who could it be? What other Cleveland middle was seen wearing his socks at a very famous comedian's Super Bowl party? Now, I am not at liberty to tell you who this Cleveland middle mud sharking his way through the country with his mediocre comedy is. But I will tell you, in this picture at least, he was taller than the girls. Because he's on his tippy toes. I wonder, who could it be?
Oh, no.
So as you can see, this is the blind item portion of Dabbler Gossip.
No, again, I think you're missing the point of the blind
No.
item.
We never said who it was. Again, who could it be? And that's all we have today for Dabbler Gossip. If you have Dabbler Gossip, please send it to tookiesoup@gmail.com. We never reveal our sources here at Dabbler Soup or Dabbler Gossip. And remember, we're always watching. So that is our new bit, Dabbler Gossip. And if you have a bit of Dabbler Gossip, you can send it to Tookie Soup. We do blind items. We do any kind of gossip. Like we said, Andrea Brower is mad at El Harible because he won't get back to her. But Andrea knows why El Harible is mad, but she just won't, fess up to it. Also, she has a new love interest. Anything like that in the Dabbleverse, please give it to us, and we'll highlight it on Dabbler Gossip on Saturdays and on Tookie Soup. We'll see. I don't know. That might have been a one and done, but that is our new bit for BeDabblin Live.
Maybe we pre-record them for next time.
Yes, I might have to pre-record it next time. We also have another segment called So this is where we fuck the kids. No,
good.
We don't actually. I only have the
Finally, this is what I've been waiting for all this time.
I'm kidding. I only have the sound bite for that one, but I don't have an actual bit for that one yet. Gino, you are doing a show today at what, 1 o'clock?
Yes, 1 o'clock. I do it every Saturday just to do a little streaming and have a little stuff I can vent where I go. It started because I call it Gratcast, where I just sit there and I'm always like this. So I say all the shit I'm grateful for. But what it's really morphed into is me bitching about ungrateful people, which is usually half the fags in the Dabbleverse, which none of which are you three. I will say that much.
Oh, no, you can't say that. We can't say fags.
Well, look, and this is like, there's a meme. There's a thing that goes around saying Gino was right. But, and by the way, before I even forget, C-Mox had a great point. And I got to ask you this, because that guy, I get this all the time. People are like, you remind me of Jason Mantzoukas, the guy from Brooklyn 911 or 9 whatever, and he was in the league. You must get that, El Harible. Do people say that to you?
Yeah.
You even more so, because you're a tall son of a bitch. I had a woman come up to me after a show. I don't mean to brag, LOL, me rubbing your noses in my success. But a woman came up to me after a show. This was like 2 years ago. She had me convinced I was in an actual movie.
Yeah,
she's like, no, I know you. You're from that movie. And I'm like, I'm going through every unheard of independent film I've been in the past 2 decades out of Delaware and Pennsylvania, saying she must have seen it. She's like, no, a real movie. She had me convinced that there must have been a clip of me in a real movie. That's how much she's thought I was this guy. You must get that.
Yeah, no, I do get that guy. I never know his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
I always forget it too, but it's Jason Mantzoukas. Okay, so let me say one more thing to compliment you guys, because I mean it. Like,
please.
I'm right about a lot of stuff, but it's common sense shit. And the stuff I was wrong about, like this Dabbleverse, it drove me nuts because it's people like Kevin and Pat Dixon, who Tookie was on last. No, who was on Dixon
2 nights ago? Yeah, I was on.
Yeah, and Melt was on last night. And I've said this. I try and compliment Dixon and say Dixon's show at 11 o'clock is great. It's Pat being Pat, okay? But Pat had to fucking spin all these lies, and Kevin Brennan spins all these lies, and I get mad because it's like, stop lying. But then you guys come in and like, no, I'm an orange, I'm a potato, I'm a wrestler, I'm a puppet. So you can be a different person, but you understand, like, I didn't want to go to Atlantic City to hang out with you guys. And now I'm mad at myself for getting too drunk to do it, because you guys proved it's like, no, we're playing games as grown-ups, we're pro wrestlers. But if ever it was underscored how the lies, like when you can't do that. Kevin Brennan went there and wanted to pretend to fight. Pat Dixon lied and said, oh, I can't go because Gino's there. I'll be talking about that later. That's a fucking lie.
Is it really?
What's that?
I think we've said it a bunch of times. We're the most honest about, we're just fucking around.
Yeah.
We're not pretending.
You guys are not even giving yourself enough credit. You're hysterical. And like the difference between you and them is when you say something stupid, I'm laughing like that is so stupid. But when you look at guys like Pat and you look at guys like fucking Kevin, and thank God Levy got away from that shit. It's like, that's a lie, but half the people believe it because half of them are make-believe fucks that want to believe it, that have no life. And I'm like, you're all losers. And then I see everyone hanging out in Atlantic City. I'm like, I got too drunk to have fun with everyone. So you guys are fucking great. You guys are great.
I appreciate it, man. Now, is that a real statement? Is there no legal what do they call it? Order for
Pat
to stay
Dixon.
away from
Pat Dixon walked into a bar and sucker punched me. He lied
Right.
about what went on in court. I'll talk about that on my show today. And as a result, when you break someone's jaw in 3 fucking places, you know, and they love to think that I was sitting in court like, that's the man. No, I filled out a police report so I could fucking file things later for insurance and stuff.
Now, Gino, I'm not saying that him punching you was right, but that was not a sucker punch. He walked right up to you and
John, I
punched
love
you.
this. How is that? Watch this. So now fucking regurgitate lies. How is that
A
not
sucker punch is when you're not looking and they just hit you blindsided.
No, a sucker
yes.
punch is when you're not expecting
That's a sucker
punch.
punch.
A sucker punch is when you're not
both
expecting
braced.
a punch.
If you're not
And why
both
would I
braced for a
expect you to-
punch.
What's that?
If you're not both bracing for a fight, then yeah, it's a sucker punch.
Yeah, and obnoxious John, this is why you're still a little tainted. You want to be a tough guy behind the orange, but it was a sucker punch because I walked up to hug my friend Pat Dixon, and I got punched by Adderall Pat Dixon. But don't worry, you'll come around.
Well, I guess that's semantics.
You're only hurting yourself.
I don't look at it as a sucker punch. I'm sorry. You knew the guy was pissed off. You walked right up to you, and he just punched you.
I did not know the guy was whacked out on Adderall. I did not know, and I did not know that the guy was mad that I had his ex-girlfriend from fucking 5 years ago on 5 months ago on for her birthday. But John, I'm not going to fight with you. If you think it was, obviously, yeah, I don't care. John, obviously you walk up to a guy to hug him and he clocks you, goes, enjoy, because he thinks you're fucking some crazy bitch.
Is that what he said? He said that after he punched. Did he say that after he punched you? Enjoy.
Oh my God, he literally looked
at
the girl.
Badass.
Okay, hold on,
Dude. It'd be
Gino.
more badass if he owned it because he's like, and I said enjoy because I'm such a tough guy. No, he said enjoy because he thought I was fucking this girl. He's like, enjoy. And then a week later, him and that girl drove to fucking Tennessee. He left this other girl that I fucked the nails out of just out of revenge. We'll get to the people that follow me know that. But again, I don't want to get too into it. Obnoxious John, I walked in to clock him, but he beat me to it. I cried like a bitch, fell to the ground, never knocked down with the sucker punch. And then I sat in court for months on end. I left work and I went, get this man. I wake up in terror. So there you go.
Okay, but hold on. I'll agree with you. It was a sucker punch. You weren't braced. You weren't ready for a fight. You weren't there for a fight. But let's not pretend, Gino, that you didn't incite him a little bit.
Watch this.
Innocent Gino just was standing there.
Watch. I love this. Hold orange potato. You're online with Gino. How did I instigate him? And then I'll go through all the stuff he did that I laughed at and made jokes of because I'm a comedian who doesn't use my hands. And I believe I said it 2 or 3 nights ago on El Horrible's podcast. I play with my hands. I don't remember how I said it, but please, you go, potato.
Well, no, the way you just position I didn't know he would get upset that I had his ex-girlfriend on and shit. Like you knew you were pissing him off. You knew you were going at him. I'm not saying he should have punched you.
So did I do this? Did I do that out of the blue, potato? What led to that?
No. I'm just saying you knew there was.
Potato. You're saying I just said, watch this. I'm gonna piss off Pat Dixon and have his ex-girlfriend on. Is that what happened?
No, it was a long running.
Well, this is all I heard from the Dabbleverse. Tell me one thing Pat Dixon did that I was fucking with, and and then we'll just skip it because you have nothing. I could go over the time he screamed. And these are all on video.
I think it's just your personality because I kind of want to punch you right now.
And of course you do because I'm proving you wrong. This is what drives people nuts. When I sit here and laughingly prove you wrong, make you look like an idiot, like I did to Pat Dixon, and I didn't realize a comedian that when he's whacked out on Adderall and he's proven wrong, and then flees to Tennessee and has to come back to face a warrant because he's a CUNT pussy. I did your bit, El Horrible. You understand? And then you explain to someone, I think it was a sucker punch. Explain why it was. It's like, I want to hit you. Yeah, because you're fucking INCORRECT wrong, you stupid fucking orange.
You said it all, Rocco. You said it all, Rocco. You said it all.
I mean, what more can I do?
The filibuster is over. Let's move on.
Look, I never said the punch was right. I just said I don't think it was a sucker punch.
And again,
that's semantics.
Another thing. When I have so many facts to discredit one stupid question, they're like, that's a filibuster. No, I'm just speaking as quickly as I can to get in 20 minutes of proof. It's not a filibuster. As opposed to a jawbuster, which Pat delivered to me, and I find it hysterical.
I think what was that last person was trying to claim that you were possibly on Adderall. Oh, what is Stephen Worship? Who is whacked out on Adderall? They're trying to claim that maybe you are on Adderall, Rocco.
Never,
Gino.
never took. Yeah, Daddy, who
Are
doesn't
you that
even
confused?
Yes,
Daddy
I'm
who
very
doesn't
confused.
poison his body with vaccines, let alone any prescription meds. It's just pure coffee and fucking whiskey, my friends.
That's fantastic. Well, I mean, I guess I would see if I was going to AC, I wouldn't expect, after all the things I've said and pissed off John, I never would have expected him to take a swing at me.
Yeah.
So I do see it as a sucker punch in that aspect. Like, yeah, Gino didn't think that Pat was about to hit him.
No,
He
but
was
see,
literally going in to hug him.
I think you're being naive if you didn't expect them to at least
Dude,
take a
hey,
shot.
watch this. Let's play a game. Obnoxious John, what do you think about what Pat did on my show when he invited himself on and just sat there and fucking bumped against and creepily talked to another guest who happened to be Keanu before we were dating? Wait, I'll answer for you. I didn't know about that. Hey, Potato Boy, what do you think about the time I was sitting next to Chrissy, who Pat had been creeping out for how many months was it, Orange? How many months was it, Orange? Oh, no. Well, for about 7 months, when he would literally show up at her show uninvited. How do you think, what do you think
That's
about the time I was
conjecture.
talking and he screamed at me, shut the fuck up, and made Chrissy uncomfortable while she was filling in for Anthony? Oh, I didn't see that. What do you think about any of these things? What do you think about the time he was in AC, fucking so whacked out on Adderall, he couldn't perform. People talk about it at Comedians of the Compound. And the next morning, I'm like, dude, you need a ride home. And I gave him a ride to AC, or he would still fucking be there. Back to New York. Oh, we didn't know that. Yeah, you didn't. What do you think about the time Pat Dixon woke up in the morning and said, Gene, you're my best friend? I said, I'm going to have your ex-girlfriend on. What are you going to do about it, cunt? Oh, that never happened.
All right. Objection.
No. Just because I'm trying to help you be better at what you're doing because
thank you.
fucking dip your toe in the river. I'll shut up.
That's
will
what
thank
you're
him.
helping us. Yes.
You'll thank Gino one day. So you're saying there is no legal restraining order?
Oh,
Or
I
is
never
there?
got to that because I need Adderall. If I was on Adderall, you wouldn't have to ask me that. Oh, because whenever a court case is like that, they file an order of protection. It's standard case. Like so I just dropped off a police report with X-rays of my jaw, which he goes, yeah, and he lied about his jaw being. It's hilarious. So that's standard procedure. He has an order of protection against him from me, which I didn't ask for. From his ex-girlfriend, the one that he punched me in front of thinking I was fucking her and then hung out with her 8 months to further that lie until he fucking threatened her so many times she had to get an order of protection. All this stuff.
So a guy like that that's punching women that walks up to you that's kind of pissed off at you, wouldn't expect him to just walk up and punch you.
Whoa,
after
whoa,
you've
whoa.
seen
Are
him
you saying
punch
he
women?
punched women?
Is that what you're
Whoa,
saying? You
obnoxious
weren't
John.
expecting that?
What's that?
You
I
weren't
didn't know he
expecting
punched
that?
women. This all came out afterwards. John, look, I don't care what you think. That came out mean. John, whatever you think, I don't mind. You're very good at what you do. But if you think it wasn't a sucker punch because you live in a world of tough guy oranges where men fucking approach other men and squeeze the
Look,
juice
you got
out of them.
butthurt because I don't look at it as a sucker punch. That's all I said. It's just you look at it differently than I do.
Yes,
a sucker punch to me is when you don't see it coming, when it's out of your view. That's all I said. You went on this long rant.
and that's fair, but you don't see it. You don't realize because you don't realize it was a bunch of things going back and forth that we were doing, like radio stuff that I thought was fun. And then do you understand? Like if you saw it like a fucking real comedian, like they get it. They're like, wow, you win. He fucking got so mad. He just walked in and sucker punched you. And if you don't understand what a sucker punch does, fucking, he's the one that
I've been sucker punched. So
he punched me and I didn't go down. He punched himself all the way down to Tennessee, where, by the way, he has a wonderful podcast 5 nights a week, 11 p.m. Enjoy. You should watch it.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not lying about a thing of those.
No, I agree. I'm a huge fan of Pat's show. I'm a huge fan of your show. I'm a huge fan of everyone's shows. So the order of protection, does that have like an expiration date or is that just endless?
Well, but I don't even know because whenever it comes out, I think like a year, whatever. But the point of it is, like, he's allowed to be. The only place he can't be is my place of work, my place of employment. I have it on me. I was going to make copies and sign it in fucking AC. But he's allowed to pop up at the same comedy club as me because we're both comedians. I made air quotes out of respect to comedy, not so me and Pat couldn't disrespect it. He's allowed to. It's written in ink, and I'm not allowed to be like, get him out of this comedy club. But Pat has no money, although he's making great money on super chats, and I mean it. keep going. He's earned it. He's great at what he does. But Pat just wants to be like, oh, like you end up playing the victim card. You know, he's like, oh, he can do whatever he wants. And I love that he's going to fucking, and I even defended him in a tweet when stupid Chad, who can we talk about that? When stupid Chad's like, we're trying to move tickets for the show. And he's like, don't go to Hackamania. I'm like, how does this help us move tickets? And I even said like fucking Carl and Pat, I don't care. I'm telling you.
Well, that's Chad's defense for everything.
Pat Dixon is hilarious on stage when he's not whacked. He has a joke where he goes, if it weren't for, and he gets mad that I do this, but it's just one of his actual jokes. He goes, if it weren't for porn, I wouldn't know how to spell amateur. I don't care what anyone says. I find that joke hysterical.
That is actually a pretty good joke.
And then he tags it with he's like I like fat chick porn, real fat, like 140 pounds, and it always takes a couple women a few seconds to get her. Hey, it's so good. It's so good. So my point is, I'm like, Chad, why are you shitting on a show that's going to be, well, it's not because Ray's on it. Why are you shitting on a show that's going to be really good, you know, when we're trying to sell a show where I'm overpaying you to do 15 minutes of fucking GARBAG hack?
I can't believe Chad got $300 to do that set, that 13-minute set that we all heard.
We would have made so much more. And I'll give you the receipts. We made exactly $1,000 at the door. And I told Chad, like, here, like we were splitting it 3 ways, me, him, and Keanu. But Chad, tippy toe boy, fucking, who said, Melton said it perfectly. No, Jesus, God forgive me. Pat Dixon and Melton said it perfectly when they broke it down. Dixon said it. He's like, I'm offended as a comedian because all he is, or it might have been Melton that said it. He's just a guy that did hack third mic radio in Cleveland. And he goes on stage and he says lines that might fly as a hack third micer. And he thinks they're comedy, and it's appalling, you know.
Well, he's a regular caller to our show now, so we enjoy Chad Zumach's comedy. But yes, I couldn't believe. But you are explaining exactly how Chad deals with his podcast as well. Like you said, Chad knew the show was going to be shitty, but then he's like, "But who cares? Don't go to Hackmania. That's going to suck even more." It's like not how can I make my show better? But every other show is garbage. Don't go to those shows and come see my show for some reason. I'm not making it any better, but I'm telling you that all the other shows are shit. So just come to mine. It's weird.
Keanu's like, why aren't we going to Hackmania? I'm like, it's not enough I take you to AC. You want to go to Vegas?
There you go. Hackmania is going to be a blast. Hackmania.com. Get your tickets.
It's going to be stupid fun. And again, that's my point. You guys are breaking. I said this. You're breaking the fucking mold of the stupidity. Like I say this all the time. I love being proved wrong. And again, when I say I'm right, I'm not splitting atoms. I'm saying common sense shit. I'm saying natural immunity is better than man-made immunity. Oh, that's a different thing. That's a different sticker. But when you went there, when you're sitting there like, look, we're just having a good time, and people were coming out, you know, having like, and you're fucking dressed like me, and they're fucking busting balls. That's great. Now, can we talk about Ray DeVito for 1 minute and why he's an absolute hack piece of shit?
Of course.
Sure.
Please.
Okay.
Waiting.
Okay. I need you three. Now, you're a panel of experts, and I love shit like this. And Ray does a joke. It is the rake to my sideshow Bob. Okay. He does that joke that he used on 2 albums to close. It's the C word joke. Please tell me I'm not this insane old man yelling at clowns. Excuse me, at clouds. I'm yelling at clowns now. Please tell me that you know the joke I'm talking about.
Yes, we do.
Gino, could you paraphrase it for us?
He even says it. He said, deep breath. He goes to a fiber optics convention. He says that. It's literally like a clue from Columbo, right? John Doe, copper. Let me finish, John Doe. He goes to a fiber optics convention, okay? And he's like, and the woman comes up to me and she says, please say the C word. Okay. Now, do you know this joke, John?
I've heard it.
Oh, but okay. Tell me in what comedy world? Because let me explain comedy to you fucking orange potato and wrestler that looks like a blue chicken. Let me explain comedy to you. Like you zig and they zag. they zig and you zig. I'm over here now. If a woman comes up to you and says at a fiber optics convention, which makes no sense, which right there fucking takes you out of the joke. It's like, all right, if a woman comes up to you and says, please say the C word, obviously you think the C word is cunt, right? Thank you.
Right.
Oh, you can't say that on this?
No, you
Whatever.
can't. Of course.
Obviously,
No, you
think
cunt.
obviously you think the C word is the C word. Is that better?
Right.
Yes.
At the end of the joke, she goes, it's, and he goes, what's the C word? Which obviously why you would think it's cunt. And she goes, it's Christmas. Why would a devout Christian woman tell you not? Why would she call Christmas the C word?
I don't know.
No,
Gino,
no. You let me talk.
No, Gino, no. I'm sorry. You obviously haven't done a lot of communications cabling corporate events. All right, that joke kills. That joke kills at AT&T. It kills. All the big telecommunications companies love that joke. So
it's just like Chad's joke of I was doing comedy at a Long John Silver's. No one does comedy in a Long John Silver's.
Dude, I used to sit in the back with other comics, and I'm like, I would yell. You know, we'd be at like the Boston on a Tuesday. I'd be like, I was at a long. That never happened. I have a joke on my first album. I say that so you don't realize there's only two. And I go, if I want to have fun, I'll run into a woman's shelter with a skillet and yell, "Where's my dinner, bitch?" And finally somebody yelled, "That never happened," while the crowd was laughing at that hack joke. And I lost my mind. I'm like, it didn't. It never happened. But at least it happened so quickly you can believe it. So getting back to, and by the way, on my deathbed, which if Keanu's lucky is not too far off, I'll be going like Bosco. I'll be like, it's copper. It's copper. Because in fiber optics, the fucking C word is copper, because it replaces. That's what fiber optics was trying to replace.
Right.
But there's nowhere in the world would that joke work where it's like, see Christmas. He's not only a terrible comedian, he's so bad at comedy that he took a joke and ruined it to try and make it his own joke.
Why do you hate Ray so much, Gino?
Gino,
where's that stem from? What happened?
Okay, hold on, Gino. I
gotta know. We gotta hear.
I'm pushing Blackcast back to 4 p.m. now. Is that what you got? I'm not even doing it today.
Gino, I gotta tell you, one thing we do here on BeDabblin Live, we help Ray fix jokes. So we're gonna rewrite this joke for Ray right now.
Don't fuck with me.
I was at a Jewish fiber optic convention.
Oh my God, there you go.
Now does Christmas work?
I'm going to say right now, watch
Thanks
this.
for punching that up, Cardiff.
Yeah, you ready for this? We're done. That's all it would take, but he's too stupid. We're done. And by the way, and then he could be like, and then in the middle, they're all digging tunnels, but they're using it to lay fucking C word, to rip out the C words and put in fiber optic cables. We already fixed it.
Right.
He's too stupid. By the way, before I tell you why, and we have a 30-minute video of the story, and it won't take long at all. But we have a 30-minute video of Ray's lies, which we unearthed first. And if you don't understand how much I love Ray, Ray made $9,500 to get shit on all year by Kevin Brennan and the rest of the Dabbleverse. You don't think I enjoy that? Don't you love when he goes like Stuttering John? Who, let me say this about Stuttering John, and I've yelled at him about like when he shits on Anthony, but like Stuttering John became likable by showing up. You guys were saying that. Like he literally did a dumb joke on his stream last week where I met Keanu, and he's like, I jerked off to her this morning, and all the haters were like, why? What? He called Keanu and said, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that. He's like, tell you what, I'll say I'm going to jerk off to your mother. Will that be better? But it was really sweet. It was human. It was genuine. Like the thing about Ray is he's just broken and he gets paid to be a piece of shit. So long story short, Ray, when we were doing secret shows, he showed up uninvited as he does. We were doing one at a tent. Again, I don't mean to fucking brag, but we were doing it at a tennis court in the middle of Connecticut. Eat your heart out, potato. And
was this the secret event where he said that you screamed the N-word and that's why the show was shut down?
Yes. And
okay. And
he
so
left
you're
he left.
Okay.
And by the way, thank you. And it's weird because I did 30 minutes and Eric's in here. E-Rock, my man. And here's the thing. By the way,
You hate
hopefully
him that
E-Rock
much for getting that wrong, and still
hopefully E-Rock heard me steal his line, old man yelling at clouds. It's from The Simpsons. But we anyone that saw me do an hour on stage, the last 50 minutes hammered, it's weird. I don't really say the N-word on stage. Ray showed up, and we're doing this secret show because it was during the lockdown. And he's like, hey, can I do some time? And I said, you can do a guest spot right before me. I'm closing the show. It's outside. We gave him an 8-minute guest spot. Ray did 13 minutes trying to get a laugh. It is verified. You can ask anyone, or you could ask Bob Levy, because there's a story going around that Ray was invited to Chris Abel's funeral. Funeral, God forgive me, Chris. Wedding. I'm sure Keanu will take that as subliminal. He went to Chris Abel's wedding. They all did comedy, and he did 30 minutes again. But at any rate, he did 30 minutes. I went up. I did my set. Bob verified this, and I used to do a joke, which I may or may not have done, which is the first person ever to say N-word, but I say the word please, was Thomas Jefferson. It was on the preferences of his eHarmony profile. But right, thank you. And it's brilliant. And I know I just said it, but because I don't just say it out of the blue, I'm like, it's too long. But I do a joke like words are like anything else, and you give them power and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm doing my set 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in. I don't even think I had time to do that joke. They turned out the lights because it was dark and people were complaining about the noise, and I can be loud. I don't mean to brag. And Ray's like, so then we had Ray a couple weeks later come on in hot water, and I just made him wait till the last 4 minutes, and he goes, yeah, they shut it down like the Death Star. It's in the video. You can see all these receipts because that's what Daddy has, receipts. And he's like, yeah, they shut it down. And then he tells Kevin that, and Kevin calls Godfrey, and Godfrey says Gino says the N-word on stage. He's a racist, and he's saying it all over the comedy. And that's how, when you give power to fucking little bitches that have no place in comedy, it has genuine results. But Daddy is UNTUCHABLE, unflappable. It's easier to spell than untouchable. And anyone that calls me out on it, I can prove it. The receipts, but Ray just keeps living the lie. And next thing you know, Ray DeVito is on, and I break Kevin Brennan. He starts screaming about stuff because we can't even get into the Kevin Brennan, what led to, look at Peter Sky Parker. Sorry, I didn't get to meet you. No, I tell the story accurately. Bottom line is it involves to Ray just getting further and further in with Kevin Brennan having to lie from Ray for $100 gave out E-Rock's number, Keanu's number, Anthony Cunha's number, and my brother's number, Max Loads, if you're a fan, for $100 because he's and he called Keanu drunk and crying practically, saying, I didn't do that. I gave out one number and then I took it back. So you guys believe Kevin Brennan, Ray went up to Kevin Brennan and said, well, I only gave out one number. Now give me my $100. And Kevin said, okay, no. Ray gave out all the fucking numbers.
That's righteous bucks. $100. Gino, you said it all.
Said too much.
I don't know. I don't know what else.
Much funnier.
You have given us your stance on people like Ray and Pat Dixon. We're gonna finish up by just reading super chats. I'm gonna let you go so you can get ready for your show. And Tookie will be on with Gino for the first part of his show. I can't stay for the whole show, but if you'll have Tookie, I would love to have.
I'd love to have Tookie, and don't rush on my account. I'll probably push it back to 1:15 so Daddy can relax and have a little coffee. What time does Tookie want to come on?
Whenever, just send me a link and I'll jump on.
And you'll drop in.
Yeah.
Why would I send you the link? Shouldn't I send it to Tookie?
Oh, hacka. Exactly. Gino, where can everyone see you? Your show after this one? What is your YouTube channel? Tell everyone.
It's just go to Gino Bisconti YouTube. It comes up. I'm on Compound Media 4 days a week, Patreon Gum Friday, and whatever, dude. I think I'm at a bar in Hackensack on tomorrow night. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the
that's
bragging.
Right.
The bragging just doesn't stop.
I'll be at a bar in Hackensack. Later, losers.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Gino. Thank you for hopping on with us. Tookie will be on Gino's show around 1:15. Everyone go over to the Gratcast, and we'll be hanging out with Gino there. Thank you very much for Gino, Gino for coming on. But yeah, I'm losing my voice, and I got to do Gino, and then Tookie will be on WATP later to talk about AC. So I have to try and save somewhat of a voice. Husey Entertainment, 2 pounds. Knight Melendez is a freak, and I hate it. Oh, you stop it, Husey. You spelled night wrong. Dave Daffler, being a member for 8 months. John is an oxygen depleting waste of space.
I agree.
Thank you, Dave. Brian Clowder, thank you for gifting 1 BeDabbler Network membership. Thank you so much. Also, we are on Patreon, patreon.com/BeDabbler Network. You get a little extra on there. But thank you guys for signing up and gifting memberships. Don gifted 5 BeDabbler Network memberships. Thank you so much, Don. And for everything everyone says about Gino, we lost about 50 people once Gino dropped off. And we had 920-something people. It was the highest we've ever had. So say all you want about Gino, but he brought the numbers today. So
he buys viewers just like the rest of them.
Yeah, he even buys
viewers for guest spots.
Right, he even buys viewers for guest spots. I mean, how can you not like Daddy? Oh, I can't do it.
It's like paying people to show up to your open mic.
Exactly. Yes, it's a bringer. It's a bringer. Voltaire 325, $5. Sundering John, wish the worst thing you can think of on you. The pain and horror of having a messed up, crazy trans kid who mutilates herself. Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you. Listen, my family will be okay. We're a strong collective family unit, and we'll be okay. We'll get through this. But yes, he did wish the worst thing you could possibly wish on another person. Leo Gunn, $20. Thank you very much, Leo Gunn. Contrary to popular belief, I was not in AC for Super Bowl weekend. I'm not the man purse guy holding John back from Melton's goons.
Thank God.
Nor am I Vince or Brock Lee. I'm also not related to David Gunn, whoever that is. That is all.
I think I may have been responsible for starting that because John did accuse one of the people holding him back as being Leo Gunn.
And David Gunn is DG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with the man purse was our friend Sean. He's actually a big fan of all these shows, and it was great to meet Sean. Sean was a great guy. He was one of the guys who would be kind of in every group, but then he would always come back to us with like rumors and dabbler gossip, if you know what I mean. But thank you, Leo Gunn. I hope to meet you someday. Waiver, 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much, Waiver. Much appreciated.
Waiver.
Ginny or Guinea the lawyer. Who hates the dues payer more, Tookie or OJ? Definitely OJ.
No.
I don't hate Shuli.
I don't hate Shuli.
OJ hates Shuli.
No, I don't.
I have always
Jews in general.
Yeah, it's a very blanket statement, but
I don't hate anybody.
I've always been very honest about Shuli. He's been very nice to me. He's been awesome to me since I came to the Dabbleverse. But I never found Shuli to be particularly funny. He was never someone that I gravitated to on Stern. I hated the Shalom Biatch thing. I couldn't take that. Artie, he spoke on that perfectly. But he's a nice guy. He's been nice to me. He's helped me out with certain things, and I appreciate it.
Crazy thing is, I liked Shuli on the Stern Show.
Did you really?
I did.
See, now that's weird.
Yeah.
What did you like?
I just enjoyed some of his bit. One of the funniest bits ever was when what was Doug? Was that his name? That gave him all the baby clothes.
Yeah, but I mean,
stupid shit like that.
Yeah, the bins. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
And with the Whack Pack, there was a lot of great moments with him and all the Whack Packers when they went on tour together. And just
Doug and Shuli thing was good because Doug was such a lunatic and Doug's wife was so stupid about it. You know what?
Yeah.
Like that was the one time I remember listening to the Stern Show and being like, okay, I'm on Shuli's side on this one. But it was hard not to be on Shuli's side for that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was a bit that they necessarily came up with, but it was good. I will. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I like that.
The Bladcast, I think, has it. The way he handled Underdog.
Oh, no one figured out Underdog Lady better than Shuli. Yeah. She seemed like a pain in the ass.
I mean, he wasn't like my favorite cast member, but I actually didn't understand the Shuli hate for a long time.
Well,
but,
then I guess
as Baba Booey once said to him, Shuli, I used to like you, but then I got to know you. You wore me down.
Oh, interesting. Barrister 1401, $20. BeDabs, you need to watch the 2020 video of John trying to play softball. He throws like a little girl and bats like Granny. Honestly, how could this tiny, decrepit old man think he can fight anyone? He's living in the past, like literally. He was showing people like, that's where I boxed back in 2002. That's where I got a cheesesteak one time. But yeah, he's
And
not
if you-
beating up anyone.
And if you want to watch that video, I believe the latest episode of the Dabbleverse, the Dabble Zone, covered that one.
Dabble Zone. Will there be a potato soup this weekend? People
There
are asking.
will not. There will
What?
not be potato soup this week. And I will not be back on YouTube until Monday for subreddit surfing, the triumphant return of Vinny Paulino.
Nice.
From being beached. He was tired of kids in Miami trying to throw him back in the water.
Right.
So he's back in Rochester. We're back on subreddit surfing. No, I'm taking a John break this weekend, but I think I've got an idea for coming back with a new spin on potato soup next Sunday. So
And maybe I'll do a Sunday night soup hang or something.
There you
There you
go.
go.
We'll hang out with OJ. Guinea the lawyer, $2. You hear Shuli and Carl crying about missing out on AC? Well, yeah, we talked to Vince about that. Oh, there was something I wanted to show in this picture that we forgot to comment on. Who knew Mazer was so jacked?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, that's
he's built.
Mazer. Yeah, I thought he was just a skinny little shit like me. No.
Yeah, Mazer, you are one of the funniest guys that I have ever seen do a podcast. I think everything you do is great. Big fan. Had no idea your arms were that big. So keep up the good work, buddy. Totally love what you're doing. Big fan. I think I said he sucked a couple of times, but again, he's a big dude. Holy shit. I thought he was like a skinny little dude, right?
Well, he's small, like he's short, but he's
They
built.
all are.
Yeah.
But I never would have imagined him, being jacked like that.
Yeah,
I just assumed he was like my size, just
Yeah.
a regular sized dude.
No, he's got like Vince the lawyer arms. It's fantastic.
When we were blowing each other in Pottstown, I couldn't help complimenting his V.
It's fantastic.
He had a V just like Opie.
Oh, just like Opie. He's got the V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Doodle, member for 5 months. Please describe how Stuttering John smelled. PLM. Again, it could have just been an overall smell of BO and alcohol because the bar was very crowded for Super Bowl Sunday, but
I think that's Potatoes Lives Matter. I'm assuming.
Potato Lives Matter.
Poodles live.
Oh, Poodles.
Sleepy John, member for 6 months. Please never be Gino for an entire show again. No problem. Don't think I will.
Yeah, you can't afford to do that.
You can't do it. Dave Dappler, $2. Stuttering John was born under power lines. Interesting. Allegedly. Frucking Frank gifted 5 BeDabbler Network memberships. Thank you so much, Frucking Frank.
Thank you.
Appreciate all you guys with the gifted memberships. You're maniacs. Dang Lizard, $2. You wish it was Cove. The dawn of the dead has begun. Yes. I would not be surprised if some people do turn into literal zombies after having interaction with that smoke show, that very attractive lady that I was not introduced to. I will say Hitman Dan was also making the rounds, shaking people's hands, saying, hey, guys, people, because we'd walk by and people go, Hitman Dan, and be like, hey, what's up, guys? They seem like very nice people who snort crushed up glass on live streams, I guess. But again, they were very, very
Cut with
they seemed very
drywall.
nice. Yeah, they're snorting drywall. Or cut with drywall, yeah. Husey Entertainment, £5. Hey, Vince, is your nose still burning from that nose beer? Who knows? See, that was a timely super chat there. I do. As Vince the lawyer said, it's been over 20 years since I put a drink or a drug in my body. Yeah, Vince the lawyer does not do drugs. Dave Daffler, $5. How much does Gerber pay VTL in royalties? I don't believe that Vince the lawyer is the Gerber baby, but we will.
Someone
check.
made a Photoshop of him as a Garbage Pail Kid, or no, not Garbage Pail Kid, Cabbage Patch Kid. Excuse me.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought.
See if I can find it.
I love the picture someone made of him as like a little gnome. That one was funny. I didn't see the Garbage Pail Kid one. Barrister 1401, $5. New York Bar New York Bar Association investigating VTL for impersonating Stut Joe's butt plug. Jesus. I hope that's not true. Old Craig, $5. Love how you trashed that drunk. Would Stuttering John donate his hog to his daughter if Biden told him? And when will John get booted from his rat hole place? I don't know. Apparently, John came back to say and said that people have been complaining about noise,
kitty litter
outside. What does that mean?
Just thrown around the dumpster.
Ugh.
Like it's like he's not even putting it in a bag and taking it to the dumpster. He's just taking the whole tray, the whole kitty litter.
He probably
pan,
does. He
putting it-
probably puts them in like the bags that Vince is, delivering his beer in. He probably just throws them in a bag like that and just like throws them in there. And
right. Crazy. I can't even imagine. I couldn't imagine living in an apartment complex at this point in my life.
But when he had a condo, he was never throwing beer cans against the wall.
No.
It's like he doesn't give a shit. I don't own this. Fuck it. Fuck them. So yeah, he's gonna get himself tossed.
He's just a garbage person. Weird medicine with Dr. Steve. Thank you for the $2. I'm sorry, boys. I had to work today. Yes. I saw a text. Dr. Steve got called in last minute. I guess someone's dying.
Someone was living longer than expected. So they called in Dr. Steve to solve the problem.
Oh my god.
Call in Dr. Death. Get him to finish the job. But no problem, Dr. Steve. Thank you so much for offering.
Since we're talking about Dr.
And
Steve.
he gifted 10 BeDabbler Network memberships. Dr. Steve, you're too good to us. I don't know what the world will be like without Dr. Steve, and I don't want to think about that. Dr. Steve is a gift. He's a very, very special person in my life, and I know you guys.
Good friend. Good friend.
He's an awesome guy. Birch the Great, member for 9 months. Do you need a Chad impersonator for Hackamania? Possibly, Birch, but we're working some things behind the scenes. I'll let you know, but it's not a bad idea.
You know what? I know you guys are trying to come up with ideas. Maybe hire some little people that can impersonate people in the Dabbleverse, like have a little miniature you and
right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, I'll let you know, Birch. John's ear mites, member for 9 months. Thanks to AC, we're also Tookie's ear mites. We are also Tookie's ear mites. Yay! Yes. Whatever's been crawling on John's head made its way onto my head, I'm sure.
Just your left ear.
Thank you. Sean, member for 4 months. Love you all more than friends. AC changed my life. I believe that is my buddy Sean, who was he was
a man purse.
Yes, he was on cloud 9, dude. Like this was a big weekend for a lot of chatters. They were just totally excited to be there and hang out with everyone. And that's why I really think Vegas is just going to be 100 times better than what AC is. Get your tickets, hackamania.com. Bibbity Bobbity Gay says Gaseous for $2. Thank you, Gaseous. Bibbity. Yeah, I don't know Gaseous. But yes, Bibbity Bobbity Gay. Dang Lizard, €5. If John believes God can make your kids gay, did he want to send his kids to a Pray the Gay Away camp? I don't know. That's a good question. See, as a staunch leader in the Democratic Party, I feel that we are born this way. And there's nothing else that could make you want to do something like that. It's not crazy.
I actually feel we're all born gay. And the media, the right-wing media, turns people straight.
Yes, the way that they say, if you're a boy, you need a blue thing. If you're a girl, you need pink. We are all brainwashed from a very early age to be straight, when in fact we are all born gay. Thank you, Cardiff.
It's the only way the species can survive.
Putin Toot. Who's Putin Toot? That sounds familiar. Wasn't that a Ron and Fez person?
Isn't that pudding? Like pudding?
Putin Toot? Maybe it was Pooter Toot. Okay, I think on Ron and Fez there was someone named Pooter Toot. So that's why I thought that's who this person was. Thank you for the $10, Puddin Toot. Stuttering John was never quiet about wanting a boy. In my opinion, Knight constantly hearing that as a kid is a big contributing factor to her transition. Love you guys more than a friend. TWO, PWO, FSJ.
Good point.
Who knows? Could be. All I know is that I love my children the same. Whether they're gay, straight, a water buffalo, it doesn't matter. I'll always love my kids. I love my big gay kid. DW Design, $2. Vince the Lawyer and El Harible have the same hair. Yes, we do. No, we don't. I have way more hair than Vince.
Way more.
John Naj, thank you for being a member for 3 months. We need a Turbo Melendez meet Super Gay. Perry C. All right.
Good idea.
We'll try. We'll try and get Perry to mingle with Turbo. Buck Naked, $2. May your daughter grow a cock on her arm like mine. Oh, how dare you, Buck Naked. That's the worst thing you can say to a father. He's a transphobe and a bigot. It is incredibly funny. Dang Lizard, €5. Everyone talks about the fight, but no one talks about the KB and Stuttering John hug. And KB saying to Stevie, Lou, and Ray, why are you guys hugging? Hashtag dabble love. Yeah, I saw that video of John hugging Kevin Brennan. I don't know when that was from because, like I said, when Kevin Brennan first came onto the scene by the bar, he was very standoffish, like, you don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. And so I didn't see them hug in real life. But listen, John has started telling people he loves them when he gets off stream with them. So the fact that he gave someone a hug like that is not that surprising. They want human interaction. Like, you can only live in a cardboard box for so long without human interaction that, you know, you just, even if it's another man, you just want to hug him, I guess. Don, $2. Did you see Tippy Toes Chad? Yes, we did. We showed that earlier. Jay Wolfenstein or Steen, $20. Since John doesn't care about talking about his kids, you guys should narrate a 50 Shades of Grey style fan fiction between John and his kids. Do it over a montage of publicly available images. Maybe change the names by one letter. We'll look into it. Thank you for the $20, Jay. I appreciate it. It's not a terrible idea.
Detroit Dabbler, thanks for the $4.99. A $5 for the queef. Heard round the world. Well done, Rocco. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. People are calling it the queef heard around the world. I'm honored. It was great. It was everything aligned perfectly. The stars were aligned. The fact that he came back to take another selfie is ridiculous to me. Like, because I'll admit it, like, I didn't want to take a picture with him, but I felt like, okay, if I'm like combatant right now, because he was like, hey, Tookie, let's take a picture. And I was immediately like, okay, John, why not? Because I was like, if I start a thing, it's just going to turn into a thing. And maybe if I just kind of work with him a little bit, I'll get my chance. And it worked out perfectly. It literally worked out perfectly. Because after
the stars were aligned.
He had his cell phone, it was an iPhone, but it seemed like a very old iPhone. He didn't have a case for it. So I'm not used to seeing iPhones in their like just natural state.
Yeah. With a button on the bottom.
Yeah, like it had a button on the bottom, I think. Yeah, exactly. So he takes the picture and it has, it makes the white flash of the screen. So there's a flash. And he immediately, like, not even like, just puts it in his pocket, walks away. He immediately goes right over to Kevin, who, again, I said is like 5 minutes diagonal from me. He goes, I'm going to post this and show everyone who Tookie is. So then I immediately went, hey, John, you have a picture. Can I get one? And I knew because of his ego, he could not say no. And he's like, yeah, sure. And that's how it's literally how it all went down, literally in like less than 2 minutes. And it was amazing. Stu Gotts, $2. Too bad Bob didn't get a chance to hit KB with his purse. Yes. Too bad. But yeah, you're not going to fight in the Borgata. You're not going to fight in a casino. The casino is the worst possible place to try and pick a fight. Don Reynolds, a White Chocolate Show. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. May your first child be a masculine child. Yes. May your fourth child or whatever.
Do you know what that's a reference to?
He doesn't.
I think it's the Godfather.
Oh, he knows. Holy shit.
I've been hit with that Stratton. I mean, I know Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad. Like, I don't know why that matters, but I know that. Spoiler. Like, I've been hit with shrapnel from pop culture things. There's something you can't avoid.
They were battling each other across the galaxy. You don't know why that was a big deal? Come on.
Who gives a shit? Thomas, Wait, wasn't there a scene where they make a penis out of Luke Skywalker's arm or something?
Yes, yes. They
I
get
think I've seen that. When are we gonna have that technology?
underneath Darth Vader's suit. It's just all penis, arms, and legs.
Yes. Thomas Jameson, thank you for the $2. Who would you rather do, Knight or Hitwoman Dawn? Oh, fuck, man, that is
Well, the
really
key word
hard.
is rather. So for me, I would rather not either one of them.
I guess, yeah, I would rather not.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
at this point for the bid, I would marry Knight.
Yes, I would marry Knight, and then I would kill Dawn to save humanity from another plague. Tookie's gay son. What?
I think we need to keep Dawn alive in a lab somewhere, just in case we need to make
antibodies,
an antidote.
Yeah. Tookie's gay son, $5. Daddy, why don't you love me? Is it because I like boys more than friends? Yes. Oh, I'm gonna shake the gay out of you. Oh, I wish.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I hope and pray. I hope and pray your kids are gay. T.O. Hank, who is one of the funniest guys who was in AC. I believe Melton referred to him as the big fat guy. So now he calls NLO and just calls and goes, "Hey, Melton, I can't talk. I'm on the Peloton." And then he hangs up. He goes, and then he calls back. He'll go, "Hey, Melton, I can't talk right now. I'm at the gym." It's fucking fantastic. This guy is fantastic. Can't talk, Rocco. I'm swimming laps. There you go. I didn't even see that. Can't talk, Rock. I'm swimming laps. T.O. Hank, the big fat guy. Jason Fusco, $4.99. Rocco Biscontes will go down as one of the greatest in Dabble story. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Fantastic strombolis at the Borgata. So the Borgata, the eatery, is like a food court, and there's no like brand places except for Haagen-Dazs. And it's literally like it just says pizza, cheesesteaks, burgers and fries, tacos. Like it was very odd. It was like you were in like a weird movie set where they didn't have any sponsors. But I will say, if you ever go to Borgata, get the Meat Lover Stromboli. It was delicious.
Okay.
Fucking Frank, $5. Hit the button or the I-80 Strangler will find you. Thank you. Yes. The I-80 Strangler will find you. Ray was in rare form on Saturday. And that whole like I can't eat and drink at the same time is insane to me. Does Ray not know like he should at least eat before he drinks? Because he was like,
that's a good question. I was actually wondering the same thing. Like,
he was like unconscious, like when we were doing our show. Like I felt,
yeah.
That was the one time when I was like, all right, maybe we shouldn't do a show. We should just put Ray to bed. But it was funny. Ray always delivers. I don't care what anyone says. He always delivers. Detroit Dabbler, $1.99. Get Eastside Dave on the show. I tried. He won't return my messages. I'm a big Eastside Dave fan. I think he's mad because I once had a thing where I told him he stole my idea or something, but I was kidding. I was just joking around. Bad at Karate, thank you for $5. If Gino and Rocco 69, it would be a sobriety yin yang. Thank you. Sobriety yin yang. It's gross. Oh, now I just picture myself 69ing with Gino.
We all are.
We all are, yeah. It's sexy. Dave Daffler, $5. Gino, they're telling us you have to leave. Yes, Gino is gone. We let him go so he can work on his show. Again, Tookie will be on with Gino for a little bit at the beginning of Gino's show. So tune into that at Gino Bisconte, I think, or you could just Google and you'll find him. Sam V, $2. Join this Discord Spurgtopia. Please get us over 300. Yes. Go hang out.
I believe I am a member of Spurgtopia. So
I am a member of Spurgtopia.
Yes.
Cardiff, are you a member of Spurgtopia?
I am.
There's a lot of degenerate gamblers in there, and we talk about gambling. It's fun.
If you're on Discord and you're a fan of all this nonsense, go join those guys at Spurgtopia.
Still waiting for the turn.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. Peter Sky Parker, again, another fantastic beloved chatter I got to meet in AC. Thank you. Gino, your house is on fire. There you go. Anything to try and get Gino off. But again, I have dropped almost 100 people since Gino got off. So Take that for what you will. Mojo Buffalo, $5. Yo, Gino, before you go, do you remember the 90s? Hashtag remember the 90s. Favorite 90s Gary Oldman role? Who's Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman, he was in a lot of he was I believe the commissioner in Batman. He was also in the 90s though.
True Romance.
True Romance is definitely my favorite Gary Oldman movie ever, not just the 90s. I just love his role.
I've heard of that
love
movie.
that movie. It's
Was he
great.
in Basketball?
I don't know.
Probably not.
He might have been like as a
No, I don't think he was. I know Basketball. That's about it. So what is our favorite Gary Oldman role?
True Romance.
True
Yeah,
Romance.
that goes for me too.
Nummy Num Nums, thank you for the $2. It was a sucker punch.
Okay, that's fine. Again, it's semantics. If some people may look at that as a sucker punch, I do not. I'm sorry I triggered Gino into that rant about it, but that was not my intent. That was not my intention. It was just my observation.
If Pat had walked in and said, Gino, put up your dukes and then punch, that's not a sucker punch. He didn't warn him it was coming. He didn't give him a chance to defend.
Yeah, there was never. Just watching the video. I mean, you could tell that Gino doesn't think that he's about to get punched. I mean, he's literally like, "Come give me a hug," kind of deal. Podcast customer service, $5. OJ, why does it bother you so much whether it was a sucker punch or not? Shaking head and rolling eyes with that chip on your shoulder. Vibe check.
I don't know, man. Again, that's just my point of view. Is that was not a sucker.
How he
You
saw
punch straight on. To me, that's not a sucker punch. A sucker punch is when you're not looking. That's all. If you look at it differently, then that's your point of view. This is mine.
Ken Quokley, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that, Ken. So thorough, Joe Burrow. Whoa, Joe Burrow. $5. Gino, do you pay more for insurance since you were born with bird bones? I'm going to guess no. I'm sure they don't know that about him. Bird bones. Are you saying Gino has hollow bones and they're easy to break? Is that what you're saying, Joe Burrow?
I think so.
How dare you? Dave Daffler, $5. AC, whoever gambled on booking Gino lost. Ooh. Well, that was I guess that was Chad. Wasn't it Chad's idea to bring Gino on?
It was.
And then Gino took over the whole show, and I think he got paid more than Chad. It's fantastic. God, I'm not gonna make it today. Dang lizard, €5. So that's why people don't like Gino. He rambles too much and you forget what he's talking about, and even what you were doing here in the first place. There were a few times where I kind of was looking, I was just setting up other things, and then I was like, what the fuck is he talking about right now?
He just wears you down. You don't even want to make your point because you don't. Whatever my point was in the conversation didn't feel as important. Didn't feel as.
I forgot what it was.
I didn't care as much as he did. So I'm like,
Right.
you know what? Fuck it. Let's just move on.
BeDabbler Network. If night is wrong, I don't want to be right. Thank you, BeDabbler Network. I'm writing to myself. Past 199. Why so early, Rock? Oh, hi, Amy Schumer. We've been doing the same time for over a year. You don't have to watch live. And then Tookie Soup is now a night show. So why do the night and the
For
day? Night and day. You know, everything's night and day up here in Portland or whatever. Vaping
Spelled
Day.
D-A-I?
D-A-E.
D-A-E. Ah, yeah, it's good.
I think that's how I spell day. I'm not a very good speller, though, but that's what they tell me. I don't know. Vaping Dago gifted 20 BeDabbler Network memberships. Vaping Dago, I don't know who you are, but if I saw you, I'd give you a kiss and then give you COVID because you're wonderful. Yeah, again, I feel fine, and don't be fooled by my voice. It literally is just from yelling all weekend and then doing the Gino thing. But I was fine all weekend until the Gino thing, so I'm just including the weekend.
Just for the record, that's pretty much the same thing John said when he came back. So he might be.
Oh, right. Oh, from the yelling? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but what are you going to do, Cardiff? I don't know. I didn't have a mask. I know. Why is it like, God, this disease, like this COVID was such a big deal a couple of years ago, but now it's just like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You forced us all to, Nimrob71 gifted 1 BeDabbler Network membership. How come 3 years ago when the rest of us were going, this disease is a big fucking deal, no one was listening? Now all of a sudden everyone's like, it's not a big deal anymore.
And the stream's down.
Dr. Peter Bankman gifted 10 BeDabbler Network memberships. Thank you, guys. This is insane. I hope the guy who follows all the shows and puts the super chat totals and all that is following us, because we're one of the, I mean, we definitely do better than John. But again, we also don't go on every day. I don't see a need to go on every day. So when we come on, it's something special. You can learn something, John. You can't beat this. And I think I did beat this, didn't I, Johnny? That was the best part. Just outsmarting John was the best part. Because Cardiff, you can't beat this.
See, I don't know if you won, because I don't know if you heard when John said, "Now I know why he wears a mask."
Oh, yes.
I think he got you.
He did, and I actually have that. Dang Lizard, €2. OJ, don't hate Shuli. It wasn't a sucker punch.
I don't hate Shuli. He's quoting me.
Oh, okay. I don't hate Shuli.
Dang Lizard, I don't hate anybody. There's nobody that I hate.
Cardiff, thank you so much for pointing out when John was making fun of my hideous face and the reason I wear a mask. We actually do have that clip, and we're going to play it now. So thank you. This is John ridiculing someone else's looks. Can you believe, of all the people in this universe that could criticize someone else's looks, he's going to do it to me?
Now, for the record, I knew it was going to extend the show.
The joke. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Go play the clip.
Look at that fucking face, man. Oh, oofa. Oofa. Look how much better I look. Look at that fucking face. Look at that face. Holy fucking shit. Is that not the face? That's one ugly fucking motherfucker.
Anything else you want to add to your jokes?
Look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
Which one?
Look
Which
how
one?
ugly that guy is. And I'm supposed to worry about that fucking guy? Holy shit. Hey, Tookie, I hope your kids end up being gay.
How dare you? Oh, you son of a bitch. How dare you say anything about my look? How dare you? And wish gayness on my kids. The worst possible thing you could wish upon a person. Why would you do that, Johnny? What did I ever do? I'm just making jokes. Why would you wish gayness on my kids? Josh from Jersey. Guy stuff. That is guy stuff. But thank you for that. OJ created that. When everyone asks, what does OJ do? OJ is always making funny bits. Always doing fantastic. Was I not supposed to say that?
It's all right. No, I just don't care about getting credit for shit.
Oh, okay. Then I won't. I made that. I came up with that idea. I am the comedic genius of all of this, and you're all right. OJ does nothing.
It was totally inspired by Cardiff with SJ sniping SJ. So
hold on. I gotta call bullshit here, OJ. You love taking credit. You're always in the chat saying, "I'm the one that sucks the most on the show. I'm the one that's not funny." You get all the unfunny credit for the show. I mean, I get a little bit of it.
I definitely do. That's true.
I get a little bit of it, but you get all of it.
I take credit for that. Absolutely.
Yes. And I love you both. And I really do. I missed you guys in AC. I really wish you were there.
We missed you.
APAR, $2. OJ hates Shuli. And now Gino?
No, Gino just got really triggered by that statement. I don't know. I'm sorry. No hate. There was no hate intended. It was just my point. Hey, the times I do speak, I sometimes generate a little controversy. So there you go. Turned into a whole bit.
I hope your unborn kids that you never planned to have turn gay, OJ, so you can learn acceptance.
Thank you.
I hope your kids turn gay so you can learn acceptance. Go fuck yourself, you drunken idiot. Jason N, member for 6 months. Potato World Order. Yes. PP. Dang Lin Wang, thank you for the $5. Can't wait to see you boys in Vegas. My wife's 40th birthday is that weekend. I told her we're going to Vegas. Little does she know the real reason. That's awesome. Come say hi, Dang. And definitely come introduce your wife. We'll give her some free stuff. Everyone had free stuff too. Everyone had stickers. Like, it was just a fun time. It was so much fun. I really am looking forward to these next live events because they just keep getting better. Pest 199. Did you hear about the $300 bounty on VTL's hat? No, I didn't. Wait, did John get paid $300 to take off Vince the lawyer's hat?
That's what I'm assuming he's saying by that. I didn't hear about that.
I've never heard about that either, but that would be hilarious.
Look into that.
Nobody likes onions. 199. Chad is live. Snipe, please.
Oh, this is from 20 minutes ago.
Oh, is he? I got to get off. I'm sorry. I'll let him. He called in today. Chad is. I don't think Chad's in a good place. So let's all goof on him more. No, I don't like. I don't know. Chad's dealing with his own shit. Let Chad do his show. Luis Ortiz, member for 5 months. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know word on Phil. I haven't heard anything from Phil Elmore. Has anyone else?
I heard he started doing a show again, but not like nothing Dabbleverse.
It's just like the news or whatever he was
His old-
originally
whatever
doing.
he was doing before. Yeah.
Right. Ronnie Munt Jr., aka Eric Shun, $5. Love the coverage of Tookie and NLO at AC. Greatest times and laughs. Always enjoy their the potato and orange. Also, FKB, FSJ, and Gino is one weird mother.
Wired.
Oh, one wired mofo.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's
Works
just-
either way.
Yeah, it does.
I always think with Gino, I was going to give an analogy to a movie, but forget it. You haven't seen it. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Basketball? No, I've actually seen that one.
Oh, when Steve Martin's telling John Candy that he's like that doll where you pull the string and but he
Right.
just keeps pulling the string himself and never shuts the fuck up.
Right.
I thought the pillows part.
I thought it was going to be the fact that one day all these comedians are going to have to sell shower curtain rings. That's what I thought you meant. Dan G, $10. I know you usually don't snipe on here, but you got to see Chad today. He has a Puerto Rican neck beard now. Oh, God damn it, you sons of bitches. You got me. You got me curious. I was hoping to get a little break before going on Gino's show. I don't think he's live. Is he still? Oh, he is still live. Oh wow. Wait, hold on. You sons of bitches. You got. He does have a beard now.
Over. I'm letting you go away. I don't even want you to come back. Like, you could hate me forever. I know you came back before, but I'm
Full
good.
screen it.
I think
Just go.
Great. Is he drunk?
Go away. We don't have to ever communicate ever
His
again.
eyes are saying he
Crumb,
is.
you realize if you left my life,
Crumb
it would have
bum.
zero impact. Zero.
Reported.
If I never speak to you again, it doesn't matter.
He said
You understand
crumb.
that, right?
I guess he's talking to Crumb Bum.
If we have no communication whatsoever from this day forward, it means nothing.
Is his hat the right side way? Like, does it, like, if you're looking at his hat in person,
No.
is it right?
No, it's wrong because the poster's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, because the posters are right.
Yeah, he's got it's backwards. It's not like a
Screw
mirrored
that.
effect or something.
That hat stinks. That hat stinks.
I hate to say this, Crumb, but if you died tonight, and I don't want you to, by the way, for the record, I don't want anyone.
I'm not saying I'm going to
pass
come there
away.
and kill you, Crumb Bum.
Right. It's the same thing like with
No
John.
pool whatsoever.
It's like, I'm not saying I want this to happen, but, I'm going to say I want this to happen.
Whether you think I'm the greatest or the worst, it doesn't matter. You understand that?
I don't think
Like,
he
really
was
think
accusing you of
about
being
this.
the greatest.
Let's put it in perspective.
Whoever accused Chad of being the greatest.
I'm tired of all these people saying how great I am.
Well, that Bill from Jersey guy probably has told him that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get to meet Bill from Jersey. I think he's a guy who doesn't like me too, but I don't think he was at the casino, or if he was, I never ran into him.
He was there for the handshake, wherever that took place with John and Chad.
That was at the show.
Okay.
That was when like China and Russia met and they shook hands. Yeah, I saw that picture. But I did not see Bill from Jersey. If he was at the casino, I had no idea who he was.
Crumb, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You're very insignificant.
He's been talking about this
Not in just
person
my
who
life,
doesn't
a lot of
matter for the
people.
last at least 2 minutes.
Doesn't matter.
4 people that really can fight.
Honestly,
4
like
people in
it's,
this, whatever
it's
this
every
is.
show talking about somebody for hours, saying how boring they are, how uninteresting they are, how unfunny
That's all it
they
is.
are. It's enough.
But that's what we were saying about Chad. Like Chad won't improve his show. His whole thing is to just get you to know how bad all the other shows are and what, I don't know, get the other shows to quit. And then somehow that makes Chad's show better. But Chad does have a beard thing going on.
That really like value your.
Like, look at that. Like he purposely shaved, right?
Yeah.
Like, look how straight it is. It's like
Yeah,
very
is
Puerto
that
Rican.
is that his face where the beard is, or is that his? That does kind of look like it's part of his neck.
No, that's his face.
No,
What
that's
are you
his
talking
face.
about? I thought you
He
meant is
shaved-
he wearing a mask?
If he could shave above his non-existent upper lip, it would be like a pure Mennonite beard.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, it's very he almost looks like a Jersey Guido or something, you know. It's or Armenian.
It's almost what my facial hair looks like right now. But
Fantastic. All right, we'll let Chad do a show, but thank you for that. It was interesting to see him. Are we entering the bearded Chad era of the Dabbleverse? That'd be fantastic. Jay Wolfenstein, $20. Can you confirm or deny a vicious rumor I've heard? In AC, I heard Stuttering John lost a roast battle to Tookie while Rocco was in the bathroom. Getting great trolling Stuttering John as Gino, by the way. Yes, I did hear that Tookie was annihilating John in a roast manner while I wasn't even there. Tookie has a mind of his own. No, John never saw Tookie. Tookie only came out a couple of times on the casino floor because Carl's sister-in-law wanted to see him. And I think I showed her. And then Brian Johnson's wife, Mary Beth, wanted a picture. That was the only time Tookie was out on the casino. Otherwise, he was in the room. Jake Hudson, $1.50. If that's the real Jake Hudson, please don't send me money. But thank you. By the way, I appreciate it, Jake. But seriously, don't send me money. Leo Gunn, $5. Bob Levy had the best joke about Gino's busted jaw. Poor guy. He's got to suck dick through a straw now. It's pretty funny.
Great.
Good job. You can hear that joke not at an MGM property next summer. Childbearing hips. Thank you for the 149 super sticker. And that's a picture of beloved Chad. Childbearing hips. I did not notice that. Uncle Jack, $5. What smelled worse, Dawn's breath, or John's pants? I only really smelled John, I guess. So I'm gonna go with John. I have no idea what Dawn's breath or John's pants smelled like. You can ask Vince. Vince, that might be a better question for Vince.
It's actually kind of surprising. I would imagine I do imagine an odor that just reeks.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there were so many people and stuff. It just smelled tons of shit.
Did
Leo
you see
Gunn.
Vince's clip of John in his underwear?
No.
Peering through the door of the bathroom.
No, can you get it?
Yeah, I've got it. I don't know if
Okay.
we want to play it here, but
Well, I'll play. I really haven't seen it.
yeah,
Pull it
I'll
up.
send it to you.
Leo Gunn Senior, $199. Sorry, guys, my son is an asshole. No problem, Leo Gunn. We understand. Shroom Diff Nuclear, €5. What's up, my dudes? Nothing happened with Bob. He just got walked out. He wasn't identified. He is not on a blacklist. Don't gossip like OJ. Okay, I'm just telling you what I heard. I don't know any facts, but if that's actually the fact, that's great. I'm happy for him. Because yeah, it seemed ridiculous to ruin your opportunities, by doing something like that. But I hope you're right. because everyone just kept telling us he got trespassed and he's not allowed to go back. Nimrob71, $5. I think OJ is confusing a sucker punch with a blind side.
Hey, where I grew up, I am from Cleveland. We are a little bit dumber and slower here.
God, you Cleveland people never
Yeah,
shut up about being from there.
Right. So I don't know. I'll blame it on that.
Can we go through one show where you don't brag about being from Cleveland? Jesus. Shit show member for 5 months. Gino should expect being punched 24/7, 365 by everyone. All right. Let's take the super chat down. And apparently this is video of Vince the lawyer.
So are you sure you want to watch this?
Yes.
Okay. So John was going in it was I think when they first got to the room, John was going in to take a shower. It's a double door opening to the shower. So John had tied the door handles together so that Vince can't come in while he's in the shower. But that didn't stop Vince from prying through the crack of the door to get this.
Oh, there he is.
We'll go frame by frame if necessary.
That's hilarious. Vince is a maniac.
And Vince was trying to get in, but John said that he had tied the hairdryer cord to the door.
Yeah, he tied the door together.
That's hilarious. All right. He didn't look that bad there. It looked way more flesh colored than what I remember.
It's the lighting. It's the lighting.
It's the lighting. It is the lighting. Because, yeah, man, he's got a permanent gray hue about him. So, is that it? Are we good?
No.
Oh, no?
We're close. We're close.
Soren Ringholm. Member for 6 months. Kate made out with Gary Oldman. Chad should marry Lila Hart.
Chad should marry Lila Hart, and Kate made out with Gary Oldman.
Gotcha. Kate Meany was not in AC. There was no Kate Meany. Two short, long dogs. Member for 2 months. Sup, my nogas. World-class work with the Stuttery John question. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I do feel like I leveled up this weekend to a godlike figure.
I would say you won the Dabbleverse.
I appreciate it.
You were the winner. You were the only winner in AC.
Thank you. I really do think John was kind of a winner, though.
No, I don't think so.
Like
he believes he won. Yes, but you won.
Thank you. If someone can make a video take the video of me asking John the question, and then right after I ask the question, if like beams of light, like those what is that Dark Biden thing? Like if I could have like
come out of your eyes.
Yeah, if I could have like Cyclops red beams coming out of my eyes and mouth, that would be fantastic. Because I really
get that done.
I feel like I evolved in that moment to a god, and I feel like I'll never die. If I'm going to be honest,
I want to see. If somebody's going to do this, okay, do the red eyes, but also I want to see John's head explode instead of backing away.
Yes. If you can make John's head explode, or maybe my eyes shoot beams of lasers into John's head and make his head explode. But either way, I do. I do. I was so proud of myself for not fucking the question up. I could have easily said, "Has your daughter ever queefed in your face?" And it wouldn't have been as funny. Like it had to be, "Has your son?" You know?
Hey, Shuli, how do you feel working on a shark show that jumped?
Yeah, right. Exactly. I could have really Johned it up. Or Melendez did, as they say in the dictionary. Ira Todded, thank you for the $5. The best part of the whole weekend was when I took Vince's hat off. Aren't I so funny? Yes, Ira. You are. You is funny.
Yes, you need gazer beams coming out of
gazer beams. Fucking hilarious. Thank you. Handsman, $5. Stuttering John was angry because us nobodies wanted to hang out with him at the casino. Also heard his breath was disgusting. Maybe I was smelling breath. I don't know. I'm sure my breath wasn't great at points. But yeah, I did hear that. I heard a lot of people's breath was gross. Like everyone was complaining about people's breath.
You probably couldn't smell because you're wearing that disgusting Rocco mask.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yes. Dang Lizard, €2. Love OJ on the show. Gino needs his Opie. You could be Gino and OJ in the morning. Gino and Amy Schumer.
Oh. She looks like me. It's not the other way around.
It's true.
She transformed into the orange face.
It's true. She just has to go spray tanning or something. A-Part, $5. John admitted on his show the first time he knew his kid was gay was when she started collecting Pez. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gay. My kids don't collect Pez yet, but I'll watch out for that. I did collect Pez though. Back in the day.
Luckily, we know what address to send Pez to.
Yes. Have you ever seen 436 anacondas driving in Colorado? I don't know. And then the gate. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, what have we learned today? We've learned it all. We've done it all. We're doing it. Thank you so much to all of you for your generosity. Yes, Josh from Jersey. Pez stuff. Really, guys, I appreciate it. All the gifted memberships, the buying of memberships, super chats, and thank you for trying the super tip system. We didn't have it exactly where we want it, but we will get it there. And that's going to just be a great feature for all creators. There's no reason for any of these creators not to jump onto this. We're the first guinea pigs along with Melton. And again, I don't have anyone's info that you gave. All I see is the name you put or anonymous and then your message. That's all.
You don't have it, but Melton does.
Right. Yes. Melton and Moody are on a beach right now in Costa Rica, sipping pina coladas, laughing at the entire hack verse that they have our debit card numbers. None of you have any money in the bank anyway. What do you care? It doesn't matter. What are they going to take? Pennies? But I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for the kind words. Thank you for listening to our AC coverage. I know we didn't do a lot on our channel, so hopefully everyone watched over on NLO. And I do. I really I love you guys. And thank you all for accepting me for the ugly person I am. I'm so ugly.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy
for accepting me. And I hope it doesn't ruin the illusion too much. But I'm still doing El Horrible. I'm still doing Tookie. I don't give a fuck. I'm not, maybe we'll do some streams as Rocco at some point. Maybe I'll do some stuff for the Patreon. Pete D, $10. Love you guys. TWO. I know Cardiff hates this because now he's the only one who they're all going to be gunning for now to find out who is he? Who's the potato? All I will say, he's a very highly respected government agent for his country or state or whatever. That's all I'll say.
Thank you.
Won't say anything else. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Like seriously, from the bottom of my black transphobic heart. Thank you very much for the support. We will see you, I guess, sometime during the week for Tookie Soup. We'll do a Tookie Soup this weekend. No potato soup tomorrow, but OJ might do a show tomorrow at some point. And you guys do your plugs.
Obnoxious John at Obnoxious John, Twitter, YouTube.
Cardiff.
CarlsonComedy.com. Get your tickets. Subreddit Surfing Live, March the 9th. And see the return of Fat Vinny Paulino this Monday, 8 p.m. Subreddit Surfing.
Yes, please go. If you have the means to go to Comedy at the Carlson on March 10th, go hang out. Because like I said, these events, even when there's no event happening, it's great to hang out with these people. The fact that there is actually
great that Rocco won't be there.
I'll do my best.
No, I'm fucking around.
The fact that Cardiff is putting on a show there and there's actually a show to go to. And I've been to the Comedy at the Carlson. It's a great place to see a show. It's a great place to just hang. It's a fun time. Definitely go do that. Come see us a couple weekends after at in Largo, Florida, March 22nd, WATPlive.com for your tickets and hackamania.com. Come hang out in Vegas with us. Again,
I just noticed your scroll is www,
I just saw that.
hackamania.com.
That's hilarious. I just saw the exact same thing and I was so mad at myself. I was just about to say, what a fucking idiot. Put a comma instead of period. Anyway, guys.
www still.
I know. I don't know why I put the www. You're right. Because I'm an idiot. Oh my God. They're going to clip it.
//
Oh no. They're going to clip this. Finally, they have me. Oh,
well, At least
Kids
naps and mandolins are off the agenda. It's now commas.
Yes, the mandolins
see the
and
comments?
naps, the worst things that have ever happened in this Dabbleverse. Naps and mandolins. People want us to comment on it, but I can't. Carl has given us strict orders. Do not talk about the naps or mandolins. We've actually had to block out the word nap, mom, and mandolin in our chat because you guys were too crazy. And Carl was like, I can't deal with it.
Guess
He's
what?
like,
I said nap on Point Dabble Point yesterday. I'm not on WATP today.
there you go. That's
like
how
that.
that's how you guys don't understand the kind of power that Carl actually has. He's like, if you guys really want to be on my show, you can't say nap. We can't talk about the mandolin. What are you guys crazy? It'll ruin me. Oh, my voice is killing me. I can't even do it. Casey Armstrong, thank you for the $5. You're not ugly. I'm gay. They say great. Oh, you're not ugly. I'm gay. They say great job, guys. You're not gay, Casey. You're very handsome. I am ugly, and my kids might be gay. I'm sorry, Casey, if you are gay, because obviously, as we all know, that's the worst thing that a person can be. And especially if someone else wishes it upon you, it's the worst.
Well, you should apologize to his mother and father.
Yes, I'm
They're the
sorry that
ones
your parents.
They dealt with the burden.
Yes.
Of Casey running around the ramrod in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes. With that, guys, thank you so much. Go over to Gino Bisconte's channel. Link equals misspelled. Which one? Which one is misspelled? There's a link that's misspelled. Ah, fuck. I don't know. You guys know where to go. But right now, go to Gino's channel. Tookie's going to be over there in a little bit. And then Tookie will also be on WATP a little later today. And remember, guys, to always be dabbling.
Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Did you guys catch that Cardiff catches my cum now in his mouth? He's such a cum eater.
No, I didn't see that. It's delicious.
Bye, guys. Thank you.